Can turn it up just a little bit, my nigga. I need to feel that shit in my chest. Yeah. Supreme, nigga. Supremacy. I'm on the block like a motherfucking nose guard. Nose guard. Teeing up for a check, I'm in wreck, I go so hard. So hard. I'm just trying to ride the wave like a motherfucking Coast Guard. I'm just trying to get the mail like a motherfucking postcard. Both guard like a motherfucking real name Humphrey. Can't quit too legit so these niggas can't touch me. Cock the hammer, keep the tool like a motherfucking handyman. Better come and get your man, but you have to call the ambulance. And I'm smoking on the blunt of Afghanistan. Point aim, then shoot like a motherfucking cameraman. I'm just sticking to the script like a motherfucking thespian. I'm just trying to hit a lick like a motherfucking lesbian. On the block like a nigga playing Tetris, nigga. Trying to get a shot of head like a nigga named Pettis, nigga. Push a nigga wig back like a fucked up barber, nigga. Slide, drop bomb, bring the block Pearl Harbor, nigga. I've been doing this shit for a long time. Niggas something like the sun, guarantee that I'm gon' shine. Got shirts, got work, got perk, got plugs, nigga. Got lean, got beans, got green, got plugs, nigga. One call, that's all, and the nigga get wiped out. Got your bitch at the crib right now, get diced out. All the shit he trying to do, swear to God that I've been dead. Rick Jill been the shit, goddammit, and I'm still dead. You ain't never seen the fabric of the cloth that I'm cut from. Take a look at where I'm at, wouldn't believe where I come from. On the block like a motherfucking nose guard. Taking up for a check, I'm in wreck, I go so hard.
Yeah. Hiya. Peace and paradise to all American Aborigines. I am your Sahab Supreme Chief Holiday, and I come in peace. How everybody doing this evening? Yeah. Hey, shout out to all the great ones tuned in tonight, man. Yeah, we got a little late start, y'all, but say the good things for last, y'all, man. So we got first in the building. Mr. Brooklyn, the Aboriginal King, is in the building, man. Shout out to the guy, man. Peace to my brother from another mother. Hope he's still in the building, man. We got Melanated Alpha Lion tuned in, yeah. Nova, the Star. Peace to the guys, man. Got big sister Gretchen Helm is in the building. Peace, sis. Mr. Darkfly Brother #1 is in the building. Shalom, big bro. What's happening, Cap America? What it do, y'all? How y'all doing, man? That was Rick Gilla, the Pride of Indiana. That's coming off the Swisher Sweets and YouTube Beats. That's Godzilla. Yeah, man. Y'all already know how we feeling, man. Like gods around here, man. And as usual, man, y'all know we say, support the real, man. Shout out to the good people over at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Wake up. It's 2 a.m. It's time. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get to work, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. 2 a.m. To get y'all exclusive Chief Billy stuff, man. Well, let's go through. Let's check out some of the stuff. See what we got on the website, y'all. If you haven't been on it in a while, man, go visit us over at weare2am.com. Weare2am.com. Support the real, man. Support Aboriginal businesses, man. We are employing people. And if you live in the Las Vegas area, hit your boy up at chiefholiday@gmail.com. And I check my emails. So send me an email. Holler at me. You know, if you're really looking for a job, great paying jobs or whatever, holler at your boy, chiefholiday@gmail.com, man. So, and if you have a little record, little blemishes and things on your record, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't matter over here with us, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, peace to all the great ones out there. I see Rod Deet in the building. Rod, what it do, brother? Stolen Legacy, OCO. Absolutely, we always gonna handle our business, man. Definitely, man. We definitely appreciate everybody, man, that held us down, man. That shot with us, man. Shout out to Lil Yos. You know what I'm saying? Support. Y'all already know, man. Nonetheless, Libra Sun. Shout out to peace to the guy, Libra Sun, man. Let's go to the website real fast, y'all. Before we get into this build, man. Y'all already see what the build is. You know, will the real Americans please stand up? Now, I named it that, and I said the real Americans. You know what I'm saying? The real Americans, please stand up. You know what I'm saying? And we go over these terms a lot. And a lot of times, you know, people have like these identity crises, you know, that they're having, as opposed to, you know, really, you know, going where the evidence shows, you know, to go. You know what I'm saying? People kind of have a fixed, you know, had their mind fixed on, you know, these certain terms and stuff like that our ancestors never gave themselves. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to examine these things tonight, man. We're going to talk about the Declaration of Reclamation, right, of our identity and our natural rights. And it is a thing, you know what I'm saying, when we talk about our identity, it's very important for us to know who you are. Like knowledge of self, I heard was everything. I heard knowledge of self was everything, y'all. That's what I heard. Knowledge of self was everything. So, shout out to 2 a.m. building, y'all. I know we having some technical difficulties right now. I think it's buffering on my end. I don't know if y'all can see. Yeah, man, we definitely appreciate everybody tuned in, man. Shout out to all the haters too, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Say you ain't got no haters, you ain't making nothing happen, man. So peace to everybody. Okay, we have a little things. We'll be back. Shout out to 2 a.m. Yeah. So when we talk about y'all identity, right? You know, not having knowledge of self. A lot of that comes from, you know, stories that your mother gave you, your grandmothers gave you, great uncles, people like that, whatever. You know, great grandmothers that told you about stories that was passed down to them. So a lot of the knowledge that you would have should come from them, right? So when we're talking about having knowledge of self, should you be getting knowledge of self from other people's interpretations of you, other people's renditions of you, and stuff like that, or whatever? Now, this is not a debate, not going back and forth with everybody about who we should call ourselves, and something like that, because I feel like we should leave pet names at the door. And a lot of these names come with agendas, and y'all know this. And so we just have to wonder whether or not you guys are pushing these people's agendas. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's what you were created for. You were created to push these people's agendas. So that's just what it is. So we got to be honest about this and really, you know, talk about it and focus on it. We're going to talk about the caste system tonight because everything that's going on always goes back to the caste system. Words and things that you speak that comes out your mouth places you inside the caste system. Your mindset, it goes to your mindset. So these people have created a mindset for you. And that's what we're talking about. You cannot allow somebody to create a concept for you, a narrative for you, a matrix for you. They create the matrix for you, and you lose every time in the matrix. Like you can't even win inside your own imagination. when you dream at night, you're getting your ass kicked by these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you can't see it in your dreams, you're never going to manifest it in reality. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the problem that we're having. Um, Being able to manifest power. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to talk about tonight, y'all. When we talk about, well, the real Americans, please stand the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And it's real shit, y'all. Y'all please stand up. We know y'all standing up, man. The ancestors have rose up in y'all. We definitely salute to that, man. And salute to all the great ones, man, that's going to be listening to this later on, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Like, share, subscribe to Supreme Chief Holiday, as well as Tribe Up Sports News Entertainment, which we are simultaneously streaming on right now on YouTube. So shout out to everybody, man, that put in this work, man. We definitely appreciate y'all. And even people that, don't necessarily agree with me or even necessarily like me, shout out to y'all too, man, for doing the work. Doesn't matter about that. So peace to everyone that's really doing this work, y'all. So we definitely appreciate it. The gold is in the motherfucking building. Yes, sir. So back to identity, right? And we're talking about who you are and should we allow, just a show of hands, ones, we shouldn't allow people to name us, and two, if we think that we should allow people to name us. I know that you guys are pretty smart, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this shit. So I'm sure that you guys are not going to be putting any twos in the chat room. But just for the people so they can understand how smart you guys are. I call you guys the great ones because you guys are the greatest chat room ever on the planet Earth, on the plane Earth, or the globe Earth, whatever you believe in. You guys are the greatest. So shout out to everybody, man. Hey, like I said, you want to build with me offline or whatever. Hey, Will, I never got that email too, bro. I looked back, looked in the spam and stuff too, man. So hit me up at chiefholiday@gmail.com. Shout out to Will for wrestling, man. Holler at me, man. We can build, man. And like I said, man, if you're interested in building, and we're talking about building economic foundational institutions and things of that nature, whatever, holler at us, man. You already know. Hit up Miss Gretchen Helm. She's gonna put the declaration in the chat room. We're gonna be going over the declaration a little bit tonight. Just letting people know how we are. Okay, we got 2 a.m. back in the building, yeah. Shout out to the great people at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. Wake up. It's 2 a.m. You get a chance, we're gonna scroll down while I'm talking. We can scroll down and kind of see some of the stuff on the website. It'd be dope. I'm kind of getting to the intro of this. Well, please, will the real Americans stand up, right? And we talking about real Americans, right? And you guys, we go back and forth on this one. We talk about etym of words, right? We know that the etymology of American says that it was 1500s, right? Copper colored or Aborigines or Aboriginal races that they found when they came here. This is what the Europeans are saying. So they were calling us Americans in the 1500s. Now it was later, 200-300 years later, changed to include other Europeans into being Americans. Y'all, they talk about this in 1700s. So from 1500s to the 1700s, right? You were Americans. Now, let's just say, for instance, people that immigrated here from Germany, right? They would describe themselves and identify themselves as being German Americans. Just like, how about this? Just like when people from Togo come here, people from Nigeria, whatever, and then they would identify themselves because they have pride in their country. Okay, y'all follow me? Now, the German Americans, right, make up the biggest body, right, of pale Europeans here in America who have changed their name from German Americans or Irish Americans, right, English Americans, French Americans, right, to just Americans. It gave them, right now today, we can fast forward today, right, it gave them, by them consolidating together their power, right, and calling themselves Americans, and just stop calling themselves German Americans, French Americans, y'all see what I'm saying, Danish Americans, so on and so forth. They all consolidated themselves behind Americans, and then swap places with us, right, The real Americans. Y'all understand this, right? I don't. Do you need visuals for this? Right? Like, okay, like these people swap trading places with us, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the etym of the term American. They didn't bring American here. We understand that the Amériques, the Americans, been here for it's not millions of years, right? So these are the languages and things like that, or whatever. The languages that we're speaking were created in the 1800s for social, political, economic, military empowerment. Like this is, I don't understand why people look around these things. Hey man, to get your exclusive, Chief Billy and Supreme Chief Ones, man, hit us up at weare2am.com. Let me up at chiefholiday@gmail.com, man. Get your side hop up, man. Support the real, y'all. Gold bottoms, gold everything, yeah. Weare2am.com. Holla at your side hop, man. What else we got in the building? Anybody else new in the building? Yeah. Yeah, we got the Declaration of Reclamation, yeah. It's very important that you guys look at this or whatever. And if anybody have any, and sometimes, just us talking to people, whatever, is not good enough. They need to see some things. We have a declaration which is backed up by national American law, which is called the ADRIP, the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. This document right here is legally binding. It's backed up. The Declaration of Reclamation for our natural rights and our identity is backed up by the ADRIP, the American Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People, as well as the international law, the UNDRIP, United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People. Do y'all understand? Like, this is not rocket science. We don't have to fight these people for things that we already know. Shout out to 2 a.m., man. Y'all see the sweats, man. Support the real, y'all. Take this off the screen real fast, yeah. Definitely appreciate everybody, man, tuned in. What we got going on? Yeah, man, we're in the building. 2 a.m., man. It's 2 a.m. Wake up. It's time. It's time to get busy, y'all. It's time to get busy. It's time to get busy. It's time to get busy. Sorry, I'm technical difficulties. Hold on. Got Chief Billy. I can't see y'all. Okay. I'm buffering over here. Hold on. Let me go out and come back in. Okay. I'm back. It's a little better. Chief Billy. Sweats. Billy Goat. Shout out to the beautiful minds over at 2 a.m. Wake up, wake up. It's 2 a.m. It's time. It's time, y'all. It's been time. We're definitely in the building. I'm logo large. Yo, we're talking about identity, right? You know, and like I said, a lot of times, man, you know, I look at even when we just look at the Gucci conversation, right? You know, and I use Gucci as an example of something that actually happened that we can, you know, we can look at as a case study, right? Of people that are not identifying or not identifying with their power, or you know, you just don't have identity. Because if you feel that even after they done that, right, that you have to purchase something from these people to gain a status or to have a certain, you know, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, for this country ass shit. You know, I think it's weird. I do. I think you have an identity crisis. You don't have pride in yourself. You don't have pride in your ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? To put that shit on at this point in your life, right? To wear that lets us know that you don't have any pride in your ancestors. That their status uplifting them and and their brands and their things and their ancestors is more important, and that you have an identity crisis. And this is what we're talking about. People that don't know who they are will wear Gucci and wouldn't wear their own things. You will wear you will uplift their brands. So our job is to uplift our brand. It's 2 a.m. or nothing. That's how we doing this. So, you know, y'all going to get it together. We're not playing around here. Declaration of Reclamation. South Wind. Peace, my empress. How you love? Yeah, man. So, hey, I'm back to it's not a theory. Yeah, I think that's what it's the one see nonetheless sent me a picture of one he got. Shout out to nonetheless. It's not a theory, y'all. It's all facts. You're from this land. Your ancestors. Y'all heard what Frederick Douglass said. All this native land talk is nonsense. What did he say? The homeland. What did he say? Quote, the homeland of the American Negro is America. We are the Tanchans of this land. Now, if you don't know what a Tanchan is, shout out to the Tanchanist one. It means one who sprung from this land or any other land, but we're talking about American or Tanchans, right? We're talking about compass anything. And now you guys say, well, no, man sprung up from Africa, right? But then you would be going along with the Darwinist eugenic out of Africa hypotheses that goes along with the theory of evolution, right? And we say this is not a theory and we are the Tanchans of this land. You know how we know this? This is our bones. The deeper they dig, they see finding evidence of niggas being here. That's how this works. It doesn't work the way you want it to work. Like you have to do all this other stuff. No, no, no. It doesn't work like this. It works like this right here, right? And any names that they came later on or whatever put on top of this, don't take a tanchan as like, oh my God, it's a whole race of people. Aborigines is a race of people. These are describing a people. Okay, we didn't come here. We've been here, and I know y'all know this, right? But people are confused because all this Native American talk, right? And this mestizo talk and this caste system talk, right? That we like to put ourselves in. We like to stay at the bottom of. We love fertilizing their growth. You understand? We love doing it. We love being everybody's, helpmate. We've helped every European country, every I can say every African country, but we've helped every land off the land of milk and honey, off our backs, literally. Think about this. So that's why we are the greatest of all time. That's why we are the greatest. That's why America is the greatest. Okay? Period. Y'all can respect that and check it. Okay? We have come. That's facts. Shout out to 2 a.m., man. We are 2 a.m. It's 2am.com. 2 a.m. We are 2 a.m. What do we got here? Public enhanced. I'm sorry, y'all. I got something else I can't see. Pride enhanced, y'all. Shout out to 2 a.m. Shout out, I can't read. Shit. But this is what this is about, man. Your pride will definitely be enhanced. You got anybody new in the building? Mama Bear is in the building. Peace, Empress. L Boogie. Raiders did their thing today. Shout out to Raider Nation. I think it's a home game, but y'all know that the NFL kicked off today, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And this is the 101 season, right? They started 101 years ago, right? And they're playing in empty stadiums and things like that or whatever. But it's definitely been some good games. Little highlights I've caught here and there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Chief Billy Goat, 2 a.m. Get your exclusive only at 2 a.m. We are 2am.com. It's exclusive Chief Billy apparel at 2 a.m. We are 2am.com. Yeah, man. What else we got here? Shout out to Miss Gretchen Ham. Always holding the tribe down, y'all, man. Putting the links in there and stuff, man. We definitely appreciate that. So we were getting back to we were talking about identity and having an identity crisis, right? When you have an identity crisis, you don't like when you look in the mirror, you don't like what you see. When you look in your community, you think less of your community. And the word spells and the things that we talk about about our community, like it's the black community. This is the black dollar, the black budget, the black this, the black that, or whatever, right? When you having this bliggity black talk, you having a talk of inferiority, you having a talk of death. That's why it's designed. Words matter. You understand what I'm saying? So when we're talking identity, what we calling ourselves would matter, right? So if we allow these people to even call us Black Americans, right? Let alone African Americans, because it all is the same context. It is once again giving us inferior identity and placing them on top of us inside this caste system. Okay, they named you black, they named you this, and they named these things or whatever. And not saying that like I said, I don't like black. It's not that I'm saying I don't like black. It's not that at all. You know what I'm saying? But we just talking about, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about the word spells and things that are cast upon our people. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Sheesh. This is beautiful. Shout out to 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. Wake up. It's time. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. I was talking about the NFL, right? You know, and we talk about labor and these different things. And we had a great bill this morning on Aboriginal Power. Shout out to AP Copper Grizzly. What up, Rocky? It's just, you know, we talk about terms, knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Yost came in, little Yost Rios came in with you know, giving context from, you know, from a Spanish. Like I said, the Spanish and the French was dealing with, like, say, my people in the South. You know what I'm saying? And when we're talking about certain things, we talk about the Indian slavery, we're just talking about certain things. Indian, Negro, black, color, these are all same context. But when they start putting terminologies on it, they could create a whole human being, like an African American, like a black American, like a Native American, and all these things that don't make sense. This is what they're doing. And when they create these terms, they put they create your identity. You know what I'm saying? And there's no way. We are the real Americans, and that's what we said. Will the real Americans please stand up? That's why we dominate American sports. Have you ever heard of any Native Americans, and not to shit on any Native Americans, that you probably do play American sports, but we just never heard of you? Okay, so we got to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we dominate American sports because we invented American sports. They just came and started putting rules on it and patent shit. Okay, and last time I checked, that's the only thing that matters. We argue back and forth with the Pan Africans about building who built the oldest pyramids or da 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 whatever. That shit's old. These motherfuckers are building right now in your neighborhood right now. And years have went by and they nobody built nothing of noteworthy in our communities. And this is the problem that we have because we have an identity crisis. Because we don't believe that we the real Americans. We believe that we immigrated here on some slave boat, you know what I'm saying, getting pissed and shit on when there's no records of this. See what I'm saying? And it's the problem that we're having. We allow people to create a story, a narrative, an identity for us. Okay? We are the real Americans. So hashtag that, real Americans, you know what I'm saying? Please stand up. Well, the real Americans, please stand up. And that's what we're talking about. So when we're talking about the real Americans, you look them in the eye and say, you didn't come on the boat from Africa. You're not African. You're a real American. You're the first Americans. And that's why we are pushing the First American agenda at the First American Council. If you're interested in being a part of the First American Council, please hit me up at chiefholliday@gmail.com. Also, you already know Sister Gretchen Helm is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to her. Her email is in the chat as well. So we're working it. Okay? We're building. Real time right now. That's all I gotta tell you. That's why y'all don't see me as much as I'm in the woodshed building. So respect that and check it. Hey. Hey. Hey, play your song, man. So, yeah, man. So what's we got going on, man? It's 2 a.m., man. We are 2am.com. Hit us up at we are 2am.com, man. We definitely appreciate everybody, man, rocking out with us. And y'all already know, man, American Aboriginal Shoes. They're ready to pull up commercial, man. Let's have a small commercial break from my big brother, Libra Son, and American Aboriginal Shoes, man. Y'all already know, man. We're gonna go ahead and run the commercial. Let's run it from the website. Go to the website and run the commercial from the website, and we can flip to the website, man. Yeah, man, go support AmericanAboriginalShoes.com, man. Walk like a god, walk like a goddess, man. You already know, man. They show up, you know what I'm saying? Everything, man, is showing up to your doorstep, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely appreciate that, man. And, you know, we're gonna definitely do good business, man. So definitely appreciate all the support and thanking you guys in advance, you know what I mean, for supporting the real, supporting American Aboriginal business. It's important for the real Americans to stand up and to start producing in America, right? Now, we talk about policies, we talk about certain things or whatever, right? And I don't get caught up on all these little things because I know I'm a real American. So when I hear, you know, oh, make America great and all these other things, I don't get butthurt and be like, oh man, they want to put us in slavery. That is narratives that you remember, you perpetuate weakness, inferiority, fear when you say these things out your mouth. Like, I think it's really stupid, you know. And I heard Mink Slide Boy, you know, is still pushing white degeneracy, aka supremacy. This is what he pushes us on the people. You know what I'm saying? And no, that's a problem for me. This is a problem. 10,000 people in the chat room listening to somebody pushing a mantra on them. Okay? Pushing a situation. And he refuses to say anything else because He has an identity crisis and has the nerve to say he's a foundational Black American, right? Once again, we're not Black. That's a system. See, once again, they trying to take any steam or any power or any momentum that the American Aboriginal having, but you can't stop the ancestors, bro. Y'all can't stop us. So anytime y'all plotting and planning and trying to do all these foundational Black American ADOS shit and all this other stuff that y'all doing and all the obstruction and stuff that y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? Your ancestors are behind you. Okay? Can't sleep at night. I'm gonna step y'all shit up, man. AmericanAboriginalShoes.com. I am Usai Supreme Chief Holiday. We definitely appreciate everybody, man, to hold us down, man. We are 2am.com. We are the first America. Lil Yos is in the building. Peace to the guy. Oh, yeah, also, Chief jerseys are available. It's your custom Chiefs jersey, custom number, name on it. Holla at your boy Chief Holiday at gmail.com. Hit us up at weare2am.com. That's what we got going on, y'all. We definitely appreciate everybody, man. Support the real. It's AmericanAboriginalShoes.com. Yeah, we're talking about identity, y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all long tonight, man. Just wanted to come in, man, and kind of talk about this right here, man. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat room. Yeah, y'all teams win today. Let me know if y'all team won today. Let me know who your team is and who won today. And like I said, man, we taking our shit back. This is our shit. This is our land. This is our sport. We invented it. It's our shit. We dominated. Let's take it back. Okay? And you have to take it in your mind first. You socially have to accept who you are. We are the real Americans. And this is the concept that, is escaping a lot of people. No, we are the first Americans. This is the concept. Let's get it. American Aboriginal Shoes. Take this off the screen. AmericanAboriginalShoes.com, yeah. Walk like a guy, walk like a goddess. Got a new commercial, man. Shout out to Lieber Son. Oh, got the full screen? Ooh-wee.
What is this?
Unmuted. Uh-oh, let's get it.
What is happening?
Oh, no. I don't know. We might have to come back to the website. Just play the video. Hold on. Wait a minute. There you go. There you go. AmericanAboriginalShoes.com. Handcrafted. Oh, shit. Yeah, we just we had to go to the commercial, go to the video.
Okay.
Oh, look like them boys lost. Yeah, I don't know the score. I ain't see the highlights of the Cowboys game. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Walk like a guy. AmericanAboriginalShoes.com. All different flavors. Sheesh. Them black and gold joints right there. Libra, can you click on that? I haven't seen these, Libra. What is happening? Yeah, them is saucy, Libra. Sheesh. Yeah, them joints is nasty. Hey, the links in the chat room. Hey, man, y'all be on the lookout for the Aboriginal Love Show starring Mr. Fluffy. Yeah, man, they mad down there in Cowboy Nation right now. They got their little butts whooped. So Eagle 99, what it do? Hey, Chief, I think I'm blocked on the main for some strength. Now, I don't know, bro. I don't think you are, but I would definitely go look over there, man, and unblock you, brother. I didn't block you. Ariel, what it do, brother? Peace to the guys, man. Salamine Earth Sun. OCO. I think you're Empress, right? OCO Empress. If I'm mistaken, pardon the body. Yeah, we definitely appreciate everybody, man. Tuned in to the greatest of all time, man. I am your Sahib Chief Holiday. And guess what? I come in peace. So there's been a lot of contention here lately, man, about identity. You know what I'm saying? Why we look at these saucy shoes, different flavors, different bottoms, platinum bottoms. You see it. Walk like a guy, man. Get you some American Aboriginal shoes, man. Support American Aboriginal shoes, and we're employing American Aborigines. It's simple. Okay? It's not rocket science. Like we make shit too hard. When we support Gucci, Prada, Fendi, Nike, whoever, we support other people's shit. Okay? Stop. Stop being slow when it comes to creating infrastructure, creating institutions, creating a political, a social, economic fucking stronghold on our goddamn land. Like I just think it's just the craziest shit I can ever think about, especially when we go do the things we do. So like I said, treat yourself, don't beat yourself, man, and love on who love you. We're gonna love on you, man. So that's just what it is, man. Look at that, man. Flavors, man, shit ain't nobody gonna have on. Nobody gonna see, but nobody gonna have with you, man. Sauced up. You know what I'm talking about? So that right there is just crazy. Um, you know what I mean? Then we talk about Balenci's and all this other shit. Nah, money grip. Balenciaga ain't gonna do nothing for your community. Sorry. So that's how I look at it, man. And I be goddamn if I cheat myself and beat myself. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. So yeah, man. Let's get it, y'all. Yeah, man. Oh, sheesh. Look at that right there. The flavors, y'all. More flavors coming. Yeah, I see them Supreme Chief ones and Chief jerseys right there, man. Hit me up, man. ChiefHoliday@gmail.com, man. Get your shit, man. Gold, gold bottoms, platinum bottoms, blue bottoms, gold bottoms. Stupid show, y'all. Supreme Chief ones, man. Walk like a god. Yeah, they right here. Yeah. Treat yourself, don't beat yourself, man. Walk like a god, man. Be a cool kid in school, man. You heard? Come on, come on. But nobody wants to build. Yeah, I definitely, man, you could definitely build, man, and kind of build on what we were kind of talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what we talk about with the real Americans, please stand up. We have the archaeology, we have the anthropology, we have every ology that you could think of, craniology, geology, to prove the existence of our ancestors here on this land prior to any existence of these people. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Yeah. So that's just what it is, man. Jug litter beans. Hey sis. Juju glitter beans. My bad. I don't know what the hell I was looking at. Shout out Juju. Uh yeah, man, put the link back in the chat room, man. Now come on, man. We talk, build on anything, man. Build on y'all little raggedy football teams. The Raiders are definitely in the building, man. Shout out to Raider Nation. Yeah, man, it's going down. Your boy, man. Cause they Carolina ain't no punk. Now don't get it was a good game. Now we went on down to Carolina and spanked their ass though. So that's how that went. So Brandon Jacobs is the cold dude, man. Niggas is cold, y'all. So he had like 3 touchdowns, some shit. McCaffrey was on his ass. McCaffrey's a cold dude, man. But Brandon Jacobs is that guy. So shout out to Brandon Jacobs, man. Raider Nation, stand up. We're going all the way this year, man. Yeah, I don't even have a Raiders jersey, man, so I need to get me one. I'm looking for a authentic Bo Jackson, or I definitely would take a motherfucking Marcus Allen. So just letting y'all know, anybody know where we can find this at. No, holla at your boy. Yeah, man, we in the building. You're not. We are 2am.com, y'all. Y'all hear some music? What y'all want? Y'all here? We got any music requests out there? Um, like I said, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. I know people gotta get it together. Um, yeah, like I said, I can talk all night, y'all. Honestly, so I don't talk y'all head off, but I will. What else we got going on? Y'all know the election's coming up. It's a lot going on, man. I don't know. If you had to vote, y'all, you had to vote, had to, like, gun to your head, or it's just they're gonna tax free $1 billion or some shit, like something that you gotta vote, and the only two choices you got is the devil and Beelzebub, right? You got it. Only two choices. You got the devil on one side, you got Beelzebub on the side, right? Or Shaitan, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You got that, right? So you say these are the choices, right? You got President Donald Trump on one side, right? And you got Joe Biden on the other side, right? Along with Kamala Harris, and Trump has Mike Pence. And we're going to say Vice President Mike Pence, okay? We're going to say Vice President Joe Biden because he's still Vice President because you still wear that title. We're gonna give him that. And Kamala Harris, right? Okay, so that's your choices. Now, y'all got we talking about it a little bit. We're gonna think about it just for a second before y'all weigh in on this. But Julia, shout out to Julia. Ty Sam is in the building. Peace of the guys. I need y'all to chime in on this. One for Trump, two for Biden and Kamala, right? Now we know the records. We ain't got to go back and forth. We understand what's going on. But if you had to vote, had to vote. So you can say Trump easy. So we got one Trump easy. Tennessee's in the building. Trump is easy. Julia, shalom, CEO. That's what's up. Shout out to Julia. Definitely appreciate tuning in from the boot. Louisiana is in the building. All y'all did y'all thing today? Ty Sam, Tennessee won. Y'all got it in today? I ain't see that yet. Play beautiful nigga. All right, all right. Y'all shouldn't. I think, I think, Jeannie, we're gonna have to play that video. I mean, we're gonna have to put that out, Jeannie. I think that's a dope song, man. I really do. I think it's a dope record. Beautiful niggas gets a lot of it's pretty dope. And then you pull that up, and then we can play that in the background. Beautiful nigga. That's not worth voting for. No, Julia. That's not it though. See, this is an experiment, but we're gonna have this conversation. You have to vote, right? You have to. It's mandatory. Just for this experiment, what we talking about right now. I only got Sword Eagle. Yeah, I know y'all like, God damn, it's the devil and Beelzebub. What we gonna do? But you gotta vote for one of them, right? You gotta vote for one of them. I would even say that you would vote for the least. Does that sound right? Which one will you least, right? Like, you see what I'm saying? If that makes it better, which one would you least like vote for first? That way, to whoever, yeah, get it. Trump won, Biden two. What y'all doing? You turned me on to a couple of months ago, Chief. Huh? Which part? Soega? By Trump? Yeah, Sullivan said the People's Party. I got you though, but right, Gretchen got Trump. Sheesh. All right, Sullivan, I got you. We the People's Party, right? But we as a voting bloc, we got agenda, right? And I'm trying to prove a point here. Trying to go somewhere with this, right? You know, and I need you guys to participate because it won't work. Because I know nobody wants to vote. I'm not voting for either one of nobody. So, oh, you talking about beautiful nigga? Yeah, I definitely. Okay, definitely. We're gonna definitely put that up. Play that in a minute. Definitely gonna look out for you, man. Shout out to my OG. Be on the lookout for that project coming out soon too, man. And y'all already know, man, we're still working on the return of Doc Holliday, man. Cowboys and Indians, man. Legends never die. Be on the lookout for that project, man. So we still working, man. This pandemic pushed stuff back, man, and stuff, you know, travel and it's just a bunch of, you know, shit. But man, we still working out and we still putting stuff together, man. So prioritizing uh by the need, you know what I mean? So yeah. So we're gonna pull up Beautiful Nigga, Soar Eagle. Definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate everybody, man. The hold us down, man. Come through, man. Share the videos, like it, all that, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. So what's up? Little Yos Rios is in the building. Yos, what it do? Yeah, I think you still muted, bro. There you go. Hey.
My money is gorgeous. My honey is tight, beautiful. Free game for sale.
My OG.
Hey.
Uncle Panther.
Life is so beautiful, beautiful. All of this ice is so beautiful, beautiful. All of our prices so beautiful, beautiful. Everything is so nice, so beautiful, 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 beautiful. Bitch, I'm a beautiful, 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 beautiful nigga. Hey, love how I live is so beautiful, beautiful. Love how I spit is so beautiful, beautiful. All of my kids is so beautiful, beautiful. My skin is so dark, it's so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful nigga. Bitch, I'm a beautiful, 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 beautiful nigga. Hey, I spit the game with beautiful look. I whipped the cane with beautiful look. I hit the motor thing when I was young. They saw that thing, it was beautiful, beautiful. Bitch, I'm
Mic check.
beautiful look. My disobedient, beautiful look. I had a curry and chicken. I promise you, she did the DEA, beautiful look. White girl, irrefutable look. Reputation, irrefutable look. Lifestyle, very suitable look. Street cred, very provable, beautiful. All that sergeant, I'm reprovable. OG Dina, you can Google them. Drop the top, it's so removable. Ain't no budget, ain't no moving. It ain't nothing you can do with them. Beautiful bitch and a beautiful. Watch out, penny tricks are beautiful. Titty nipples, looking chewable. Head turning, looking screwable. Selling Gucci in a can, count, going in my cubicle. Ain't no telling what I do to you. Know that I do to do round and round and round and round like a hula hoop. Partners, I'm banging on beats, ain't no fruity loop. Loving my life is so beautiful, beautiful. All of this ice is so beautiful, beautiful. All of my prices so beautiful, beautiful. Everything is so nice, so beautiful, 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 beautiful nigga. Bitch, I'm a beautiful, 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 beautiful nigga. Hey, love how I live is so beautiful, beautiful. Love how I spit is so beautiful, beautiful. All of my kids is so beautiful, beautiful. My skin is so dark, it's so beautiful, 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 beautiful nigga. Bitch, I'm a beautiful, 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 beautiful nigga. Hey, get on the track and watch me catch your body like they throwing people. Them 10,000 Cooklands in Colorado that we growing is legal. Sewing up the street like a needle, stacking chips and Pringles, Cheeto, Fritos, in them Doritos. We gon' go the opposite way. The police go, she gon' throw them. I'll make a tip, I love Frico, but big though. Watch out, the story get deep though. Yes, I'm connected with Chico, and that's me amigo, but we do nothing illegal. But ain't nothing free but a free throw, a full black Latino, a Pico de Gallo burrito, a gladiator and I know Paquito, but that's how I eat though. My pockets on Danny DeVito, my new chick, she from Puerto Rico, Canadian chick from Toledo. She get all that medicine Frito, she said it and give it to me though. That Frito, I touch down and light up the street though. I'm selling this game by the kilo. I'm balling like I just got chemo. Just holler my name if you Nemo. I keep people peeping through people. Got A1 for silver for Tito. A king of the ghetto like Zero. A neighborhood hero. Loving my life is so beautiful, beautiful. All of this ice is so beautiful, beautiful. All of our prices so beautiful, beautiful. Everything is so nice, so beautiful, 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 beautiful. Bitch, I'm a beautiful, 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 beautiful nigga. Hey, love how I live it so beautiful, little. Love how I spit it so beautiful, little. All of my shit is so beautiful, little. My skin is so dark and so beautiful, 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 beautiful nigga. Bitch, I'm a beautiful, 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 beautiful nigga. Hey, hey.
Yeah, beautiful nigga. Purple Panthers. Jazzy, what it do? Yeah, man, it was my OG. Beautiful nigga. Hey, man, it's not even mixed down, y'all. It's just a rough record right now, man. One that's in the can that we think about, putting resources behind, man. So we definitely appreciate everybody, man, that rock with that record, man. Yeah. So let's find another one. Y'all got any more requests out there? Yo, we still talking about this Trump Biden thing. I know y'all don't want to. Look, man, come on now. I know for this experiment, right? It's Trump or Biden, okay? Y'all gotta. I know you don't want to participate in this scenario because you're not voting. This is just on right here, right? And what's so crazy is right that I, this is the craziest thing to me, right? From in my mind, right? Like I kind of bit off television for years, so I didn't catch a lot of the. I don't catch a lot of the propaganda that's been pushed, so I don't get it. You know what I mean? So when I see, you know, the conversations, I see people who are not well versed in any of politics, for instance, right, or any policies and stuff. They're only looking at the talking points that come from the fake ass news. Like, when are we gonna? Okay, it's fake news. They're putting out fake information. They're doing certain things or whatever, right? While they're hiding the real shit. So they're hiding the pedophilia rings. They're hiding obstruction of justice. They're hiding all the crimes that real shit's going on while they're making up fake ass shit. And nobody's paying attention to it, right? And people are going around being, all this fear and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to figure out, okay, are we allowing this fake ass news to put us in this position? We're allowing, like, as I'm not seeing what a lot of people are seeing. You understand what I'm saying? Like we're hearing people don't want to sit down and talk, like, nigga, like, leaders go talk to enemy countries and enemy combatants, go sit down at the table and then they have motherfucking conversations about what they doing. When you say, hey, I'm so scared of you that I don't even want to come to the table and talk to you. Right? Come on, like what type of shit is that? And so I see this and I question you guys. It makes me question your testicular fortitude. Y'all get it? Like, hey, do you have balls? Like, what the fuck? You niggas is scared to go sit down and talk to a motherfucker? Now, last time I checked, them Yeezys is still selling. Kanye never lost cool points, none of that when he went down and sat down with him or whatever like that or whatever. So I'm getting back to this. We're not afraid of Trump. We're not afraid of the fucking fake ass media, bro, that put out this fake ass information. Oh, he's racist. What the fuck that got to do with, nigga, you racist? What the fuck that got to do with policy, getting shit done? Can somebody please explain this to me? Fear mongering, right? This shit is crazy to me. I'm watching this shit. And I'm like, yo, like, this real, like, real, like, people really have a real strong reaction to a dude. Like, really? Like, do y'all see what's happening? How they're using fear campaigns and smear campaigns and all these things against you? They have you in you're paralyzed. You're in a paralyzed position of fear. Fear has you paralyzed that you don't even want to build nothing. We're just gonna wait 4 more years. Maybe we can get Biden in there. What? Oh, so we just not gonna work? No, no. We're just gonna wait till the next idiot get in there. Really? That doesn't make any sense to me. I really think we gotta re-examine shit that we doing. Hey, yo, you there, bro? You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is really crazy to me. You know, blessed hands by Yah. What it do? Definitely appreciate y'all, man, coming through, man. King of Saha, track cover, real talk. Send it to me, man. I definitely want to, like I said, we're working on this Cowboys and Indians joint, man. And shout out to Trey Ali, man. We might have to play that record, man, too, bro. It's a dope record, man. I definitely like it. Want to talk business with you, man. I would like to remix that boy, man. Give it a holiday remix single on that boy. You know what I'm talking about? And let's get it. I like it. They said invite Trump to your channel. I would love to invite President Donald Jerome Trump to this goddamn channel. It will set records. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. We have a great time. Uh, yeah, but I still don't see the ones or twos in there. Like Julia, do you think it's fear that nobody wants to put ones or twos in the chat room? Like maybe you guys will see. I have a one. Let me put my one in here. Gretchen got her one in there. How about this? I'm gonna put my one in here for Trump. Okay, got me. I'm gonna go with Trump. Okay, I got to. They're like, yo, Trump, the Chief, we're gonna give you. We're gonna give you. They ain't gotta give me much, y'all. Like couple $100. Yeah, like $1 billion. Nah, nigga, you ain't gotta give me too much. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's keep America great. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. J-Rock got one. All right, okay. So Julie, you got one too. Shit. Hold on. If you want to know what's going on, you gotta watch independent media. Yeah, this is independent media right here, Solamine. Right here, your Sahab, Supreme Chief Holiday. I don't give a fuck, right? And I will just about say anything, just about anything, right, on this right here. But y'all know they shut me down all the time for shit, so I gotta be careful. Or y'all never they probably try to shut my whole IP address down shit next time. So, which I don't like that. I believe in freedom of speech. Either way, if you Billy Badass and say whatever you want to say out your mouth, go ahead. You know what I'm talking about? So I ain't scared to say shit, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. And nobody's puppet mastering us over here, pulling no strings. Nobody's funding anything. No Russians. Like that's dumb. No Chinese, nothing. Yo, the media, Julie, you got zero. Nah, you can't vote for zero. You got to vote for one or two. Okay, for this. So let me answer one. Let it all blow up, and we get. Hey, he's already in there, right? Dude is already in there, so we know what that looks like. Okay, I'm the reason why I'm asking this question, y'all, because I know y'all are smart. So I haven't seen a two yet. And I'm going to prove my point right now. I need to see one or two from you smart guys up in here, please. I'm gonna prove my point right now. Because the point I'm about to prove is that no matter how much we hate both of these motherfuckers, if you had to vote for one, you're going to vote for Donald Trump. Sorry. If they got a gun to your head and say, push this motherfucking ballot thing, you niggas is gonna vote for Donald Trump. And y'all know it. What the fuck? And y'all know most of these Black Lives Matter ass motherfuckers running around here is talking that bullshit, but they actually gonna go in there and vote for Trump. That's what's gonna happen. Biden is that bad. I know all y'all gonna have one in there. Cause we all are Democrats. We all grew up Democrats. But none of us is gonna vote for Kamala motherfucking Harris and motherfucking Joe Biden. And y'all know it. Cause y'all smart. And you do not allow fear tactics to make you be that goddamn slow. And that's the problem that we having. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, if you're afraid of somebody and they have created this fear matrix for you, right? This fear room. You're in this room. You're in fear, right? It benefits them for you to stay in fear. And I talk about this all the time when we talk about the George Floyd situation or them showing unarmed aborigines getting shot down in the streets, right? There's reasons for this. It other people getting shot down in the streets, right? On camera. The news media gets it, right? They'll get the camera, they'll get it on camera, right? They'll be like, well, we're not putting it. They know certain imageries or certain things or certain verbiage. They'll say certain things or put certain imagery out that uplifts them and keeps them in a certain position and keeps you in a negative position. And because you have an identity crisis and you don't know who the real Americans are, right? You don't know how to tap into the power. This is what we're talking about. Now, I'm not telling y'all to go vote for Trump right now, but Biden is that fucking bad. The Democrats are that fucking bad. Now, how about this right here? Show of hands. Did everybody in the chat room fuck with Planned Parenthood and abortions? Do we believe in murdering millions more of our people? No. If you're awake, you do not. Okay? I know the answer to this. I know the answer to this question, right? I know that you're for life. And we know about the eugenic society because we are not asleep. We understand that Planned Parenthood, Martin Sanger, and the eugenic society and all this other shit or whatever, right? Period. And if we were economically at the top, we would not be in the abortion clinics. We would not have the problems that we have in our community. So the only reason why we have the problems that we have socially, politically in America is because we're economically at the fucking bottom. And I keep saying that, and the people don't understand that. People that are at the top own NBC, own Fox. We own every fucking institution. And we will not allow nothing to put us out there making us look fucking dumb. Do y'all understand? This is the problem. We don't know who the fuck we are. Will the real Americans please stand up? Please stand up. Come on, man. Please stand up. Ain't nobody in this fucking chat room gonna vote for Biden. And y'all know this shit. Y'all understand what I'm saying? They pushing Black Lives Matter. They pushing locking motherfuckers up. Right? I mean, pushing death, pedophilia rings. I could go on and 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 on. I can't see anything that I, me personally, that I line up with these people. I don't see it. Sorry, me personally, I don't see myself supporting anything that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris or anything that the Democrats are talking about. Period. Even though I like Cynthia Turner and Cynthia Turner. Y'all know the sister up in Cleveland that Biden almost had as his run. Nina Turner. Shout out to Nina Turner. But she need to move around. Like I know you're smarter than this, sister. And I would like to have these type of conversations with these people. Yeah, and I will sit down with Trump and have a real conversation with Trump. What's up? I'm not afraid. I ain't scared of kneeling and Kente call facts. Shit is crazy, J Rock. Niggas be on some dumbass shit, Soar Eagle, man. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Niggas I literally show your weakness by the shit that you say out your mouth. I don't want to sit down with him. I'm afraid. No, if we build something, they're gonna tear it down. Like all the things we tear our own shit down, bro. By not supporting, by wanting to participate in their system. We see that in the so-called ball players that come out of high school. And I was in high school, I was in middle school. I wanted to go to a Big Ten school or SEC school, and you know what I'm saying, because they were more prestigious. Alabama, you know what I'm saying, Illinois. These schools are more prestigious. They have more money funded into them. So yeah, of course you're gonna want to go to those schools. They're on television. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is, you know what I mean? Like, thousands of people is watching this. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're gonna want to go to that. Once again, economic. But that started small. These NFL multi-billion-dollar corp institutions who have a partnership with every city they're in. Okay, they partner with the city to build in that city, to bring jobs in that city. So the city, the mayors in the state give them tax incentives and certain things or whatever to build and to bring jobs into that state. Ain't nobody coming to see Tom Brady throw to Tom Brady. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, we got to understand who we are. And if these dudes knew this, then we would be moving towards ownership. We'd be moving towards doing other things. Basketball is the easiest one because you don't take much. You don't lead a lot to Rucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need much to build our own shit. You see what I'm saying? To build our own institutions. So shout out to everybody, man, that's building, bro. That's what we talking about. It's time to build. So once again, the experiment was the ones from y'all from the Trump, right? To prove, like, well, okay, Trump has more policies and certain things. One, they're against Planned Parenthood, defunding Planned Parenthood, shutting that shit down, right? And they literally tell you why, right? I'm like, okay, I'm scratching my head. Jobs, certain things, whatever. You start saying, well, wait a minute. All right, well, what's all the emotional stuff? None of that was happening because you niggas was watching The Apprentice. You niggas was, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. Going to Atlantic City, staying in Trump, you know what I'm saying? Trump shit and all that. So when I see this, I'm like, yo, what happened? So the media starts making certain things and they start putting certain information out there and people start believing propaganda, y'all. Not saying nothing. I'm just saying free your mind of these people feeding you propaganda. It all goes along with who you not knowing who you are. That's what's up. Yeah, nobody would watch that. Nobody would watch them playing basketball. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to old boy Caruso and the Lakers. Yeah, my Lakers. Go ahead and put Houston on the bed. Let's get ready, baby. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Yeah, nobody want to watch that shit, bro. Nobody. You understand what I'm saying? You be watching that shit over in Europe right now. Them boring motherfuckers. They come get us, you know what I'm saying, to play in their leagues over there to make their shit better. So stop playing with us, bro. Y'all play too much. Stop playing with us. Real shit. The whole field was smell. Oh, oh shit. That was funny, bro. Let's see if my Jack over here. Oh my god. Hey, so we have another song. Hello. How about shit? Let's just say for those y'all who vote, please support an Aboriginal candidate for governor of New York, Derek Gibson. That's real. Y'all had a Aboriginal governor for the blind nigga, right? But he was kind of Aboriginal a little bit. I forgot his name. That nigga was Clayton Bigsby. You know, hell no. Hold on, put the link back in that room. That nigga didn't know who he was at all. Wolf piss. Terrible, bro. Hyena Chief is in the building, yeah. Hey, yo, yeah, nah, that's terrible, bro. Straight up. Whole field be smelling like motherfucking stale ass tortilla chips or something, this motherfucker, man. Hell no. Like a bunch of puppies licking each other. Oh shit. They're like puppy child is one. Yo, oh my god. But yeah, nah. Um, what up, though? Yeah, man, we in the building, man. Let's get it, y'all. Yeah, man. Hey, love. But yeah, man, we in the building, y'all. Hey, man, stay sucker free, man. Like I said, man, we are here to love on our empresses, man, and protect them and take care of them, man. So when I see you busters out there, acting like beta males and arguing and making videos and talk crazy to our empresses, like I said, I want to punch on you. So you need to watch your goddamn mouth, bro. There's not a native running for something claiming he Aboriginal. I'm sure he is, but you know, they're gonna always try to come usurp what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Always. So we'll be ready for that. But one thing we gotta understand is we can't get to a Native American mind state, and this is what I mean by that, right? To where and I'm still seeing it. Some of you niggas that find yourself in a doll's role or something, and then you'll start acting brand new. Oh, I'm an Indian. I found myself on a doll's role. You niggas need to go find yourself on another cracker ass road, you dumbass nigga, or some fucking cracker ass reservation, nigga. Really? Was there a reservation waiting on them when they came here? Was your people living on the reservation when these motherfuckers came here, dog? So when y'all say stuff, man, y'all need to watch y'all dumbass mouths, bro. We're renegades. We do not honor what y'all honor. We're not on the same shit. Now, I'm not saying not to trace yourself and know shit or whatever, but once you start honoring these colonized lists and all this other shit, bro, then let me know who you are. Let me know that you have an identity crisis and you do not know who the real Americans are, bro. And you need a list to put your ass on a goddamn to know who you are, right? Your grandmama had to give you a list to let you know, really. She needed a list from them or her word. Well, I'm gonna go with the word of my first teachers, my ancestors. And I'll bust your goddamn head if you're gonna tell me that me and your ancestors is wrong, right? My ancestors is wrong on the land that they stand on. You stand on my land, talk crazy. So y'all gotta be respectful when y'all come to our land. All you Europeans, y'all came in. We have a recent history when you were speaking German on this land, speaking French on this land. Calvin is in the building. What's up, man? Yeah, man, we gotta definitely let the kids know, man. They need to catch the fuck up, bro. Like shit is crazy as hell. But it's interesting, the position that that these people got us in, man. They say Biden is raising record amounts of money. Huh? Off what? Off who? Where's the money coming from? But when we tied it back to Black Lives Matter and stuff, you gotta see. We know they're telling you why they're raising money. They're raising hundreds of millions of dollars and funding it to control the political election. To me, that is un-American. Where corporate and special interests dictate elections, dictate policies that always hurt the people. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with shit that is always against the people. Okay. Shout out to everybody, man. Yeah, man, we are definitely, man, in the building, y'all. Like the sister, that's the mayor of Chicago, Light Blood or True Blood or some shit, right? Peace her, I'm not being disrespectful, just I can't remember her name. She identifies as a Native American. You know what I'm saying? But once again, when you guys play the Native American game, right? I'm gonna tell you what you're doing. The narrative is that Native Americans humped on African slaves and mixed and made your dumbass. Okay, so don't go with that narrative. They're mixed. They got humped on, dummy. You're the original, meaning the real Americans. Will the real Americans please stand up? And this is what this is about. This is all this is about. It's about the real Americans standing the fuck up, knowing who you are, and standing on it. Nigga that tell you from Africa and can't give you nothing but a DNA test that he's somebody spit in that told you from Africa, really, that you, and they match you up with one nigga. They can't match you up with no skeleton over there. Does that work? Seems like to me, right, you know, that people gotta stop being so goddamn dumb. Like for real at this point. Yeah, now and they pushing her as a black woman, but we shown that she goes as she's Caucasian. She's Caucasian. Sheesh. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? He said Dykefoot. God damn it, man. Oh shit. These Native Americans need to chill. I mean, do they? Like, I don't know. Like, I just think we need to step our game up. We don't need to worry about what they got going on. Are they stopping us from doing anything? They ain't like, are they competing with us? I look in the community, I see everybody else competing against us. Everybody. We're not competing. And everybody is using our energy, our trillions of dollars to compete against us, to kick us down. He said, that's her staff. God damn it. Yeah, it's always. The elections is always about us. They're not sitting around caping for so-called Hispanic people, you know what I'm saying, or Asian people or Arabs, huh? See how this works? And plus, those people are not worried about certain things. They worried about their interests, and they vote in certain blocks, right, for their social, political, economic upliftment. Okay, this is what they're doing. Real shit, yeah. Peace to the tribe, man. We're in the building, man. I don't know if y'all got any more music, man. Y'all want to hear? Put the link in the chat room. Anybody want to come on here? If not, man, I think we might be shutting this old thing down tonight. We ain't gonna go too late. Got some early meetings tomorrow, y'all. Like I said, man, if you live in the Las Vegas area, hit me up, chiefholiday@gmail.com. Starting out about $25 an hour, man. So holla at your boy. chiefholiday@gmail.com. It's super easy, man. You got a little blemish on your shit. Don't worry about it. Holla at your boy. Stop playing with yourself. Let's get it. Yeah. Why these plain Indians believe they Aboriginals? Well, let me ask you a question, bro. Sorry, Eagle, this is a question for you, right? If you got a mixed person in your family, are they half Aborigine or can they identify as being Aborigine? Yeah, Calvin, 25 an hour, man. Hit me up, man. chiefholiday@gmail.com, man. If you live in the greater Las Vegas area, metro area, man, holla at your boy, man. chiefholiday@gmail.com. I will hire you tomorrow. How about that? We working out here, man. Holla at your boy, man. We ain't working out here. Hey, beautiful. Dykefoot. Terrible. So, so, Eagle. Yeah. So that's a question though. Like, would your relative be half Aborigine or can they claim Aborigine? You know what I'm saying? Like, can they claim that? Can your Aborigine or your mixed cousin claim your grandmother? Can he go to your grandma's house and eat the sweet potato pie, right? Just like you can. That's the question, because I don't think that we need to focus on them. They're not even a percentage. They're not. I don't. Because once we stop participating in the caste system, right, and step into our proper places, you know what I'm saying, in America as being the real Americans, that little shit right there, the native shit and all that other stuff, all that shit will go by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? He's ate too far. It's all good, man. Those are some now, right? I got you on that, but once again, they've been taught the same dumbass story. They need to get their ass adjusted. They went to the same schools uh the other Pan Africans went to, and they got the same fake ass stories. Everybody got the same fake ass story, bro. That we came from Africa, right? That's what's been hurting us. Niggas look at niggas and be like, you came from Africa. And we believed it. We say we come from Africa, so we telling everybody else we come from Africa. They gonna believe the shit. Nah, I don't, Calvin. You can't claim half, bro. They tapping into the land, but they just being used in this system, this caste, this miscegenation system, right? This mestizo system. We call it miscegenation, right? They're just participating in it, just like you're participating in it. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta tap in, bro. Like if I go to one of their little powwows and shit, nah, y'all like y'all ever seen y'all ever watch like vampire movies and shit? I like vampire movies and shit, right? Because they be having science in there, little shit in between the little fangs and all that dumb shit, right? But I like this joint called The Originals, right? And it's about set in Louisiana, New Orleans, and it talks about these ancient fucking vampires that came to America, though, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like 500 years ago, shit like that or whatever, from Europe. Okay, they're like the original vampires, and they change other people or whatever, right? But the original motherfuckers are the original bloodlines, the original niggas, right? The most powerful is one of all of them, right? That's us. We are the originals. And it's hybrids that come after that mix with motherfucking werewolves, motherfucking witch that mix that may love, right, with a vampire to make a witch vampire fucking werewolf baby, right? A whole fucking hybrid. That's them motherfuckers. Do y'all understand? We are the fucking original. They're fucking mixed with the werewolf, the motherfucking witch, right? Elves and shit. That's them motherfuckers. We're the original motherfucking bloodline to this motherfucking land. I don't give a fuck about no European nothing. I don't give a fuck about nothing bro, your kings and queens don't mean shit to us over here. Do you understand this? They don't mean a motherfucking thing to us over here. We don't know nothing about your queens and your kings. We don't know nothing about nothing that y'all got going on over there. Shit crazy as fuck. You got us all the way fucked up. Like for real. In real time. Like think about what I'm saying, y'all. These people got us all the way fucked up. I mean, yo, I sit back and watch the shit, bro. Like I said, I don't. It's like niggas is babies and shit like that or whatever, nigga. I don't. It's like I smack a baby, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a baby, but you know what I'm talking about. Like you smack them and keep it pushing, or whatever, right? When you the original, you don't you the original, right? You're not emulating what the hybrid is doing. Okay? We're not emulating them. They emulate us. So that's what we're talking about. When it comes to this land, it comes to land of milk and honey. When it comes to our ancestors, we gotta tap into the power of being Americans. Will the real Americans please stand up? And this is what we're talking about. We're not stepping into our proper phones. Yeah, but even when we talk about proper status, bro, like who paperwork, whose office is this going to? Like, what you talking about? Fuck y'all status. Fuck you. How about that? How about get these arrows, get pin cushions? You see how this work, bro? Calvin, that's how I feel. I don't give a fuck about their patent offices. I don't give a fuck about their regulation office, about businesses. I don't give a fuck about nothing that they got going on, bro. Nothing. They can't, nothing that they talking about, any documentation that they have provided, even the motherfucking Constitution of the United States does not mean nothing to us. Do y'all understand? Oh, gee, what are you talking about? The Constitution is everything. Really? Who says? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Explain to me why this means so much to you. They told you it should? Because you had to pledge allegiance to this motherfucker? Y'all don't give a fuck. Once again, to a motherfucker that is coming to take something, that don't matter. Whatever y'all constitutions or whatever, if I'm coming to take that shit, you think I care about your constitution? Oh, well, they have a constitution. We're going to keep this over here. But we're going to burn you on top of your constitution, bro. Stop it. That we care about their documentation too much. We care about their books. We care about their stories too much. We care about their names too much. We care about their gods too much. See how they work? Come on, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with your ancestors. That's what we got going on, man. We're the original. We're the original bloodline. So when you start seeing certain people, whatever, don't look at it like, oh, you got some of them in you. Nah, everybody comes from us. We're the original. And I'm gonna tell y'all, right? It's this movie called, and they got this book that's called The Human Stain, right? Anthony Hopkins played this character, right? And this white man, well, this is what they're saying. It's a pale man, right? Who's actually well, he was a pale man, right? Who was not supposed to be a pale man, who's passing as a pale man, right? And they call it The Human Stain. Interesting movie, right? But I'm just like, yo, what all that how he was on the inside, it was his outer appearance and how he was living. You understand what I'm saying? Like I didn't understand the whole concept of the fucking movie. But once again, they push a concept that passing as white gave him a better fucking life. Let me ask y'all a question. Show of hands. Nah, this is a little bit more intimate question. Don't do that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna ask y'all that. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I love the skin. I love this complexion. I love this tone. I love swag. I love us, man. I love nappy hair, big lips. I love all that shit. Fat asses on our women, like whatever, like just everything that we have that nobody else got. I love that shit, right? I would never want to be nobody else. Asians or Arabs, we are the original, bro. And that's what I'm talking about. When you have the original, you know what I mean? Like, how do you like look at something else that's a hybrid of it and say, hey, yeah, that's better? Nah, it's the original. We're the originals. And so sometimes, right, the hybrids, right, are part of the original stock, but they rock with the witches. They rock with the werewolves, right? They rock with them, right? This is the concept we just talk about. We just talk about just terminologies, you know what I'm saying, and how they, now the werewolves and the witches are in power over the original stock because the hybrids, right, work with them. This is what we got going on. Nothing better than the original. That's a fact. We are the original. We are the original stock of this land, of the planet, but we're specifically talking about America for specific reasons. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got going on. Yeah. Man, look, we gonna get a little song, man. We're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Let me see. Inspiration of the Nation, exclusively at. That's right. That's right. That's right. We are 2am.com, y'all. Man, support the real, y'all, man. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. We definitely love y'all, man. And we're gonna keep grinding, man. We're gonna keep going in, man. American gods. That's right. That's right. Y'all be able to look out for the American Aborigine gods, man, coming soon, man. You already know, man, your Sahab Supreme Chief Holiday. We got Copper Grizzly. We got Jaguar, Seeker, Truth. Man, we just coming hard, man. We coming hard with the characters, y'all. So I'm just so excited, man. There's a lot going on, man, for this holiday season, man. So it's always holiday season for me, man. Every day is holiday. And y'all know what it is, man. I come in peace. We're here for peace, man. We're here for prosperity, man. And that's what we're talking about, peace and prosperity. So we're only here to love on y'all, man, to bring information and bring inspiration that's going to uplift you and not tear you down. We're not here to tear nobody else down. We're just here for the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We're not here for no bullshit. We're not here to hurt nobody. We're here to love on everybody that's want to love on us. So that's just what it is, y'all. Yeah, say get our government. Yeah, I mean, a lot of that's just about organizations, man. Just getting organized, man. But a government is a business, bro. Buying some land and incorporating it and turning it into a business, something thriving. Somebody give you 2,000 acres. What are you gonna do with it? How you gonna maintain it? Who's gonna keep it up? See what I'm saying? So it's a lot go into that, man. We got a band together, man. Y'all heard about the people that the 19 families or so that bought. I think they bought what 100 acres. Now I think it's a great start. I do. I think it's a great start. You know what I'm saying? But 100 acres? Hey, yo, I need 100 acres for me, bro. Just keeping it real, babe. You need 100 acres. We need 100 acres for ourselves. Just keeping it real with y'all, man. So I don't. I'm not impressed. All this is ours, but it's a start because you can expand. That 100 acres turn into 200 acres, 150 acres. You know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth. So 10 acres is a start because a lot of this city right here, this metropolis right here, was started with less than that. Two fucking ranches. L.A., New York, they were started with smaller than that. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to think about that, yeah. I thought about growing hemp. Absolutely. Calvin, I'm sovereign in my mind, bro. I don't really care about that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sovereign is the only motherfucker that can make another motherfucker do what they want them to do. That's sovereign to me. Sovereign is me making them do what I want them to do. That's sovereign to me, bro. Sovereign to me is power. When I hear sovereign, I hear power. You know what I'm saying? I hear motherfuckers like, nigga, I got the power. I'm gonna make you sign these papers and register with me and pay me taxes. That's power. So when I hear sovereign, I hear a motherfucker that can do what the fuck he want to do when he want to do it and make other motherfuckers do what they want to do. That's what I hear when I hear sovereign. Now I'm the sovereign nigga. That means I'm the king. Do what the fuck I say around this bitch. Now, if a motherfucker can take my sovereignty away, then I ain't really sovereign. That means that somebody else got the power to say, dude, move me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's that bullshit that we're gonna have. What is in there? Hold on. All right, bro. Here you go, man. Sheesh. I'm back down. I have mixed nephews and nieces. Yep. Sovereignty. 96 and 98 acres. Okay. I want to share a source because eventually get. Oh, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Let me put the link back in the chat room. Yeah. Yeah, I stay having technical difficulties. You got it, though, Yos? You good? So, yeah, man, nobody coming in, man. I'm gonna close this thing down. How many hours been on here? Yos. Calvin.
What's good?
Yos. Calvin. What's up with y'all? Y'all doing?
Shoot, I'm all right. Just chilling. It's a little late, almost 1. So I said, let me hop on this and see what everybody up to.
How's it going, brother?
Not bad. Not bad. Can't complain. Things could be better, but it's a grind.
Hey, where you tuning in from?
I'm tuning in from Indiana.
Indiana. What part of
Yeah.
Indiana, bro?
Like near Chicago, Dyer to be perfectly honest. Like way over there.
Where you at? Like East Chicago, Hammond, Gary,
Yeah.
Michigan City.
I said Dyer, Indiana, like out there. Yes.
Oh, Dyer, Indiana. I think I've
Mm-hmm.
been there. Is that DYER?
Yeah. That's the fact.
Yeah, I think I seen it on the sign. So, yeah, you out, you way out there. You good though, bro? You good out there?
Yeah, it's all right. Shoot, but most of like my ancestors, my grandma and all her people, like they from like North Cali. Not California, but Carolina. They all from out there though.
Okay, that's what's up.
So that's it.
So
Mic
yeah,
check, mic check.
Yeah, all right. What up?
yo,
Oh, can y'all hear me? Mic check. No, I was
Oh
just making
yeah,
sure. I was just making sure. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Keep building.
I'll keep building on that. I was just pretty much saying my ancestors, they all from now. Woo. Then she had but then she ended up moving to like Chicago, not well around when she was like way younger. But that's a long story. I'll probably get into that at some point, but I don't know yet. You can
okay.
hop on.
Well,
Appreciate that.
you
Appreciate
know, the
that.
title
You
is "Will a Real
said you
American
were
Stand Up?"
from North Carolina.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Go
Hmm.
ahead, Chief.
Oh no, we just talk about the Real American Stand Up, man.
Truth on that.
Huh?
True. I said true to that.
Oh,
I
okay.
just got But what's funny is it took me, well, let me introduce it. My name's Calvin Blue, but I call myself Calvin Baku for whatever reason on YouTube or whatever, because it sounds like a cool name or whatever. And I end up getting into this Aboriginal information and all that, like relatively new, maybe 2 years ago. But even as a kid, like my grandma on my father's side, I remember she told her she was Indian or had Indian, but as a kid, you never really pay that too much attention, or you would know. So that ended up, so but I ended up remembering that for a while, but I never like applied that in my life or really like put too much thought into that. Shoot, so when I remember when I was in high school, people was asking you mixed or something, or I'm like, no, I'm just a regular guy, regular black guy, so called. You guys said I was Indian. They're like, huh? What are you talking about? Something like mixed or something. But, that's how it be.
I say
And
don't feel too bad. Don't feel too bad about that because that's the same
yeah,
thing that
no,
happened to me. Like when I was in high school, I didn't realize it because like for me, like I'm like 5'9". I'm not
you about
like
my height.
6'4", 6'3", or yeah, nothing like that. Like my brother, he like 6 foot, like he a little taller than me, and my father, he's a little taller than my brother, so he's like 6 foot, almost close to like 6'1", but he's copper in complexion. The reason why I'm saying don't feel bad about that is because you know when I was growing up, my father, he was always darker than me. He had that copper complexion.
Oh,
But
I
my
see.
mom, she was lighter. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? She was of a lighter complexion. But my mom, her complexion is a little darker than what my complexion is. And what I realized with this whole COVID thing that's going on, just me being indoors for so long and not going outside for so
You
long,
like that?
yeah, I lighten up and I'm looking at myself. I'm like, dang, like this is what I look like. Because the whole time, me being in South Georgia, just growing up, being that creme de la creme, that child that was the last of a dying breed of children that crop tobacco. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you, like in the 80s, we were still cropping tobacco. When I go back
Oh
and
wow.
I look at those pictures and I look at how dark I was, and then I look at myself now, I'm like, dang. it it just makes you, appreciate who you are, your culture, and where you came from. Because my family, like 90 to like 100 plus acres of land in the South,
Mm.
teaching people how to farm. Yeah, I kid you not. And the last time I was home, that's the one thing that my father told me. He was like, "It's your turn." I didn't understand what he meant by that, but basically he was just letting me know, like, it's your turn. Like,
To
me and
take
your
over
mom, we're giving this to you. Yeah, we're giving this to you. And I didn't understand it.
inheritance.
And now I understand it. Yep.
That's dope, bro.
And
It is.
the next time I'm home, I'm going to record and show you all of that land. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The next time I'm home, I kid you not, Chief, I'm gonna show you all of that land and how far it stretches. Like you could put one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. You could literally almost put like 8 houses on that land. And that was agricultural land. That's the line of ancestry that I came from. People that tilled the land, that did agriculture, stuff like that. I kid you not. And I rest my case. And it's also ancient Timucuan land, Timucua. I kid you not. This is ancient Timucua land. South Georgia
Hey,
going into
so
Tallahassee.
when
It's like
when you say
40
Tamuka,
minutes from
uh,
Tallahassee to
Tamika?
Huasi.
hey brother, when you say
That's where I'm
Tamuka,
from. Yep, South Georgia.
break that down to the
Kid you
people
not.
what that is, brother.
Yeah.
Yo,
The
can you
original
can you
Florida. Like when they talk about
Ori-
yo
Florida and it kind of confuses you when you're doing research. Yeah, I'm from that
Well, like the
part of
original.
Florida. Yeah.
Are you the Tunica? What's that? Like the original people of Florida, original nation or something?
No, the Timucua was Indian tribe. They were a nation. They had
Mm.
what you would call the Yivi, or depending on how you pronounce it, it could be Ewe or it could be Yeve, and it was their own nation. They had their own nation that stretched all the way into where my family lives at to this day. And that was Valdosta, Lowndes County, and going down into Leon County. Leon County is Tallahassee. Now, Duval County is Jacksonville. Like Duval County is like um 2 hours away, but they all had water systems or river systems where they could travel. And after they traveled, they could literally like walk dirt roads and stuff like that and get to where they needed to get to do trade and stuff like that back in the day. Like people don't know about stuff. That's why I said when you looking at maps and you break down the different maps, it's going to let you know where all of the different tribes, the ancient tribes that are part of our families, because when they run out of information, what's the next thing that a scholar is going to tell you? A scholar is going to tell you about, oh, well, if they didn't shoot them to death, they pretty much did this. And what is the this? The this is, oh, well, we couldn't stab them to death, so we used this. So what is the this? It always boils down to their story. Their story is, oh, disease. That's what they use. The word dis-ease, disease. And it's like we know our ancestors had all types of herbs and medicines for diseases. So why are you trying to make it seem like, oh, we killed everybody with guns? And it's like, no, you didn't. Oh, we killed everybody with this. No, you didn't. We killed everybody with this. No, you did
Too.
not. Oh,
They got
it was the sicknesses that killed everybody. Yeah, so the scholars, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying
yeah, they
to
love doing that.
put all of that stuff in. Yeah, yeah. And the way you know that the scholars are telling a fib is when it came to genetics, scientifically, I kid you not, scientifically with genetics, they came and tried to do that same BS, and they were like, "Oh, well, scientifically, we did. Damn, we just debunked ourselves because the whole outer Africa theory, they debunked themselves on it with genetics. I kid you not. And the last 5 years, going into the 10 years, Chief Holiday, like everybody, they've been literally letting you know this is some bullshit. It's
Yeah,
some
it
bullshit.
is.
Yeah. And like you go and you look at the work that Tenkara did with, you know, Young Phenom. Young Phenom broke it down. He went on Pan-African shows like like come on, man. I ain't even gotta say their name. No, went on they shows and broke this. He broke it down. Like literally broke it down. Young Phenom broke that down. Aboriginal TV broke it down. And they still try to use it to this day. You can't do it because the scientists themselves came out and said and literally debunked themselves. You can't make it up. We
You
didn't
really
do
can't.
anything wrong. Yeah, we're only looking at the information and we go by the information and that's what we were doing.
Hmm. I think
I
that root
mean,
stuff
but
messed
they,
up a lot of people's mind as well.
yeah,
Because I remember, well, my
I
grandma
mean,
on my mom's side. You can go.
no, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I said the grandma on my mom. So I remember I was asking her where we came from. But she was always talking about like roots. And I remember then she always said that line about Alex Haley, like he went back and retraced his roots for everybody and all them documents. And as a kid, I'm like, how is that even possible to find everything like that? I'm like, I guess that's how it is. But because that's the thing. She was like very Christianized, but she was. That's a long story right there. Because they also definitely use that to overthrow us as well. But you right about that stuff. They definitely used all that. They used every tactic in the book. And you right, they debunked themselves. Like then they start. All right, back what you were saying about the diseases. So you told me the Africans in the bottom of them slave ships was able to survive all them diseases they were getting from the Europeans, from wherever they are in Africa, and able to survive that on the ships with pee, urine, and I know what was it, methane. I heard well, I forgot whatever it was, but they said it would like suck out the oxygen out of your lungs or something if you breathe it in too much. Like it's impossible to survive that. You can't. And
You
I guess
can't because a lot of people the reason why you can't is because a lot of people didn't even realize like a lot of
pneumonia,
people
right?
that build on Carib region don't even realize this. Remember the earthquake that happened in the Carib region. Um,
Hmm.
when that
Can't remember.
earthquake happened, You know, like with Haiti, Haiti, Haiti. Everybody and their mama was running to Haiti. They wanted to do this, they wanted to do that because they knew the natural resources that Haiti had. Now, the one thing that a lot of people didn't realize was this, and this is what's going to hurt the most. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of people, they want to put everything on IET, but they don't want to give of IET. The UN had to come out and say, we apologize for what we just did. And what did they do? When it comes to diseases, a lot of different diseases, um, you're looking at cholera. How does cholera form? Do you know how cholera forms when it comes to like the different diseases? Have you did that
Oh
research yet?
no, I think I read something about it, but I forgot.
Now, the children in Haiti, they were sickened from cholera. And the way cholera forms is through feces.
Oh yeah, like E. coli and typhoid, something like that.
Yup. There you go. There you go. Yep. You right. You right. So when it came to the Americas, we had irrigational systems going
Yeah,
back
we
into
had
the
those.
1500s. Yeah. So when you look at the irrigational systems that we had in the 1500s, did they have those same irrigational systems in Europe, where these so-called kings and queens were supposed to be located? So how is it that we had these irrigational systems in America, but they didn't have them over there? Because they were dumping buckets of feces
Yeah,
into the streets.
yeah,
But
they
they
was
don't
doing
tell you
that.
about this, but it's supposed to be civilized. It's but yeah, that's my point. It's supposed to be civilized, right? But yet we're civilized over here, and they're trying to paint the picture that they're
We
more
not.
civilized over there. Exactly. So you have to do your research. You have to do your cognizance. That's the cognizance. Because when you look at the dissonance of everything that they're trying to build and break and give you, it doesn't tell the story of what we were doing over here. Even if you want to say, oh, you're a TP Indian, at least a TP Indian knew to go out and wipe his ass in an area where, yeah, yeah, he wasn't pouring that shit out in the streets, because you can't argue civilization and put your feces in the streets of a civilized nation.
Hell no. Hey, I
I ain't
also
trying to
heard.
rhyme. I ain't trying to rhyme. You go ahead, go ahead.
I also heard that like those kings and queens over there, they were like dumping their feces in like besides chamber pots. Yeah, like they had like special rooms just to fill it up with poo, like in their castles or whatever. I'm like, these people sound kind of
Yeah,
crazy, but at
and
the
that
same
and
time, they
that's
go,
the
all right. But at the same
no, I'm
time, they
listening. Go ahead,
go,
go ahead. I'm just
all right.
saying. You right.
But at the same time, they gonna paint the picture that they had this, they had that, America had nothing. It was like it was just a wasteland. It was like it was nothing, like nothing going on. We ain't know how to. The people over here, the people of this land, they know how to do this. They can't move into this form. Man, it's crazy. It's a lot. But the thing is, once you really, like you said, once you research all this stuff, you understand and you see. Definitely see.
Yeah, it's just all about it's all about just research and understanding because it's not a factor of, oh, it's civilization. It's one thing to understand civilization, but how civilized were you in this form of civilization? Because the person that's over here growing crops and sharecropping and doing all of these different things could be more
Yeah.
civilized than the people that you feel are civilized. And why am I saying that and why is it important? Because when I talk to my pops used to always tell me that they would catch possum, they would catch coon, they would catch all these different animals that they didn't eat, but they would sell it to the civilized people. I kid you not. Yeah, and it's worth laughing at because I'll ask him time and time and time and time and time and time and time again, did you eat this? Did you eat this? He said, no, the most we ate was a squirrel. They ate quail, they ate freshwater fish, they had the brim, they had the trout, they had the catfish, the bottom feeders, all these different freshwater fish and stuff like that. That's what they ate. But when it came to stuff that you wouldn't naturally normally eat, they sold it to the city people. And the city people were the people that was eating all of that stuff. They were the cannibals. The city people, the civilized people were the cannibals.
Well, so called.
I kid you not. My pops told me that his father was born 1900. And when I tell people that, they look at me like, oh, you mean that's not your great great grandfather? I'm like, no, that's my grandfather. My grandfather was born the year 1900 because everybody thinks that because of the year and how old my grandfather is. No, this is the information that I'm giving people, and this is what I'm telling people. And then when I talk with my father in the
Preach.
70s, and I'm letting people know this is what my father is telling me. South Georgia, they didn't eat that. When it came to um, uh, chitterlings, chitlins, as we call it, they didn't eat
Mm-hmm.
that. You know where that came from? That came from the Iberians. The Iberians that married into the families brought that to South Georgia. My
Hmm.
pops didn't eat chitlins. They didn't. The Iberians, that was a delicacy of the Iberians. It was like what you would consider a kingship or a queenship to eat that stuff. The intestines of a pig or the intestines of any animal. In the Americas, we didn't eat that. I'm dead serious. Our
That's what I
family
think.
didn't eat that. That's where that came from. And most people, when it comes to, especially with the Southeast Woodland regions, they don't want to break down where a lot of ways that they ate foods came from because they grew up thinking that, oh, uh, when Massa uh, cleaned the pig and this part of the pig, that's what we ate. That's some Pan African bullshit.
That slave food
That's some
stuff.
Pan African bullshit. Yeah, that whole slave thing. Yeah, I talk to my pops
That's
all the
what.
time. That no, that did not come from that. And before my grandmother passed away, it was the same thing with her. She said the most that they ate were squirrels. She was like the last thing that she had before it almost killed her was some greens because they had a bad batch of greens and she ate them just to make sure that her brothers and sisters didn't get sick, and that's what almost killed her. Outside of
Ew.
that, when it came to meat, yeah, I kid you not. Outside of that, when it came to meat, it was a squirrel. That's the only thing, and you know, a squirrel is damn near a rodent that'll kill you goddamn dead because you got to cook a squirrel during a certain time because they carry worms, and people don't know that. So when you got people coming talking about, oh yeah, we ate the intestines of pigs and all that, I'm like, nah, that ain't what happened. Like we know exactly what happened. You just have to speak and talk with your family because your family is going to tell you what was going on. That's the chronology. And if you keep digging deep enough, you're going to find everything that you need to know. Because when I found out everything that I needed to know, I mean, it almost brought me to tears, yo. And the reason why it almost brought me to tears is because I'm like, dang, all these people are denying their family history to say that we think or we want to be from Africa, but they don't know exactly where. And to this day, they still can't say where they are from in Africa because they're going off of genetics. The same genetics that just debunked the out of Africa theory. If a scientist just did research that debunked out of Africa, why in the hell are you still trying to prove out of Africa? They just killed everything that these motherfuckers is doing. That shit makes me laugh. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And nobody wants to bring that to the table. But I rest my case, bro. But yeah, just keep researching. You'll see. I'm dead ass serious. Motherfuckers have already debunked a theory that is not true. So if the out of Africa theory isn't true, that means that the whole Beringia, we came across this part of Alaska isn't true either.
It's not.
It's just a theory. Now, when it comes to family saying we came from here by way of, that's what you have to do your research on. The whole by way of, not saying that we came this way, because now we're dealing with origin stories and we have to look at scientific facts that we already know through their epigenetics is not true, because like Chief always say, we got the bones. Those bones
You
are already
sure
so.
do.
And me talking to my mom, my dad, they didn't eat chitlins. Did a lot of the family eat it? Of course, a lot of the family eat it because I've seen my uncle clean, the intestines of pigs and stuff like that because they learned that from other people that married into the families, being the Iberians.
Hmm.
We got the information. It's all about the data. I kid you not. It's all about the data, bro. We got it, and we know who married into the families. And trust me, man, we are on a wave that most people are trying to take away, but they can't. They can't. They can't. That's why you don't hear too much about everything that other people are doing because they know what we're doing and the information that we're sharing. It's beneficial and it tells a story, especially for the Southeast woodland regions. the Southeast Woodland regions is the most overlooked research that you will ever come across. And it's time people look into those records, those congressional records, those
Well,
colonial records, Spaniards, their archives, the Carib region, their archives, um, the Germanics, their language, um, just everything, man. We got to look into everything, leave no stone unturned, and I rest my case on everything else
fact.
because I don't even know if Chief getting ready to go to sleep or not because I've been talking for a minute.
Oh, he probably is. Chief? Hmm.
Hey, yo, Chief. But now you can go ahead and
Probably.
keep building on your end.
uh, I'm good.
I mean, I can I mean I could keep going in for a minute. I mean
I'm here,
I
y'all.
can
Give
go
me a
in
minute.
on
Uh,
the underground history of American education. I can do everything, you know. I just wanna let you know say
nah,
what
I'm
you
a
gotta say
rookie
on
at
your
this.
end.
Nah, I'm a rookie in
I
this.
mean every I mean everybody is I mean everybody is a rookie. Um Chief,
I
you there?
think he said he'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
He said he'll be back. All right. I mean if he say he'll be back, he'll be back. Um so what I'll do is until he gets back, hopefully he'll be back. Um I'm going to for everybody out there that's like listening, I'm gonna go over the underground history of American education. Now, this is a source. This is a literal source. John Taylor Gatto,
You said what?
two-time New York's uh, the underground history of American education.
You
The
keep building.
underground, yeah, yeah, I'm going the underground history of the underground history of American education. Now, I was supposed to go for part two, three, four, five, like on my channel, but I'll do it with Chief until he gets back. Um, um, the area that I'm getting ready to go over, it deals with how Hindustan,
Well, yeah, you
like
understand?
India, yeah,
Oh yeah,
India,
that is.
how Hindustan schooling came to America. This is part two. This is part two. Um, Andrew Bell, the gentleman in question, used to be described in the old editions of the Britannicas. Remember the commercials we would see about the Encyclopedia Britannica that would come on. So I'm gonna read that again because this is like back in the day, like when they used to show us like all these different commercials. Andrew
Back
Bell,
in the day.
the gentleman, yeah, like when
How
we
far?
was
Because I'm
in
a
the
'90s
90s,
baby.
in the 90s. I'm an 80s baby, so me growing up in the 90s, I would see these commercials. I didn't pay no attention. Like when it came to like the Encyclopedia Britannica, yeah, I would always try to get my mom and pops like that's what I want for my Christmas present. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I wanted encyclopedias. because that's the
Nothing
type of
wrong with
person that
that.
I was. I look, yeah, like I looked at dinosaurs, and I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was into all of that, the whole
Sound like
anthropology.
myself.
Didn't even, yep. And so Andrew Bell, the gentleman in question, used to be described in old editions of the Britannicas as cold, shrewd, self-seeking. Then it goes on to say that he might have been the most pious cleric, perhaps like his contemporary Parson Malthus. He didn't really believe in God. He didn't believe in God at all. But as a young man following the flag, he had an eye out for the main chance. Bell found his opportunity when he studied the structure Hindus arranged for training the lower caste. See, going into that caste system,
Hmm.
about 95% of the Indian population. It might well serve a Britain which had driven its peasantry into ruin in order to create an industrial proletariat for coal-driven industry. Bell was fascinated. Now remember, his name is Andrew Bell. And we're talking about the Americas, but it's dealing with, yeah, that part of Hindustan, India. Bell was fascinated by the purposeful nature of Hindu schooling. It seemed eminently compatible with the goals of the English, that word go, English state church. Church, that's another key, church. So as another ambitious young man has done throughout his history, he stumbles upon a little known novelty. He swiped it. Before we turn details of the Hindu method and how Bell himself upstaged by an ambiguous young Quaker, there's the key, the Quaker, the Quakers, who beat him into the school market with a working version of Bell's idea. You should understand a little about Hindu religion. And this is when it gets into the Hindu religion. And this is page 71 of the Underground History of American Education. You want me to keep going? Chief, you
Hell
there?
yeah, absolutely, bro. I got what this is called, the Underground History of American Education. Please keep going, brother.
Yo,
Can you hear me?
Chief.
Yo, can you hear
All right.
me?
I guess I'm
Can you
back.
hear me?
Yeah.
Testing, testing, testing. Can
No,
y'all
no,
hear
no,
me?
no, no. I'm trying to
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if
Can
yeah.
you hear me? I guess I'm
Hey, you
back.
got a PDF?
Testing, testing, testing. Can you hear me? No, no, I'm trying to see if I guess I'm back.
No. I'm actually reading from a book. I'm reading from a book. I got the book in my hand and I'm reading from it.
Oh, I thought you
I
can like
was
download it on the internet or something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because I'm reading from a book, like I can't like show, like people who are watching, like what's really going on. But I can keep going,
That's good.
you know. Yeah. And I was just trying to see if um let me see if I can Southwind says that I can't hear Chief. So has Chief said anything?
I don't think so.
If not, I'll keep going because, like I said, this is the this book right here is the underground history of American education. Um, it's volume one, John Taylor Gatto. I was literally supposed to go through this book, but I'll keep going. Um,
All
the
right, go
only
ahead and
thing
build.
is, I don't want it to break into too long. But all right, I'll keep building. Um,
Well,
after
you
the
can give us
British
like a
military,
sample of it.
yeah, already. Um, after the British military conquest of India, and we already know India being Hindustan. Um, yeah, we know what India is. In reality, a merchant conquest. Nothing excited the popular mind and the well-bred mind alike more than Hindu religion with its weird two Western eyes, idols, and rituals. Close analysis of Sanskrit. See, now they're going into,
You said Sanskrit.
you see it? Yep, Sanskrit. They're talking about Sanskrit. And you got the Arabic script, and you got like all these different things that help to break down the languages of our ancestors. They don't leave no stones unturned. I kid you not. The analysis of Sanskrit literature seemed to prove that some kind of biological and social link had existed between the all conquering Aryans, the Aryans, that's another key, from whom the Hindus had descended. So the Hindus descended from the Aryans. No different than when we're looking at the information from earlier, like when we go back to Ab Powers channel, we was talking about um, the Indians, the copper colored Indians, and we're looking at the word more, and you
Hmm.
had to ask yourself, and I put that out there. You had to ask yourself, did the word more come from the Indians? Because whenever you're looking at European information, how many times do you see the word more, whether it's descriptive or not? But when you start to research the Indian language, you're talking about over 500 plus nations. So you're dealing with different dialects. Did the word more originate from the copper colored American Indian, or did it come from Europe? That's what you have to ask yourself. And that's what you have to research and learn and understand and comprehend, because nobody knows. At the end of the day, they're going to tell you it came from here. This school of thought is going to tell you it came from here. But what you have to do and use from your discernment is, did the term more come from a dialect from the American Indian? And I myself think that that term came from the Amaru Americas. You may research and think that it came from Europe. Are we both right and wrong? It just depends. We just got to keep researching it. That's why we are
Yeah.
building to break these chains. You see what I'm saying? We got to build and break these chains. We got to build and break the chains, man. That's what it boils down to. Chief, you there?
Chief?
The almighty Billy. Are you there?
I'm here, bro. Can you hear me?
You
Can you hear me? Testing,
know,
testing,
it's like
testing. Can y'all tell him he can't hear me?
2.
He needs to go out and come back in.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock.
Maybe I need to
Like
go out and come back in.
We
I'm
can hear you good.
East
We can
Coast.
hear you good.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gonna go?
You know, it's like yeah, it's like 2 o'clock on my side, and I should be sleep, but I'm just trying
Likewise.
to, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to, keep everything going. Like if everybody want me to keep going, I'll keep going, but I don't want to
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't.
Hmm.
Can you hear me,
hold
Yost? Hey,
everybody up.
Calvin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine right now. You
Hey,
good?
tell him he can't hear me.
I
J
can hear
Rock,
you.
Tell Yost
Blessing,
he can't hear me. Yost can't hear me.
Christian. Oh, Chief. Yeah, I can't hear Chief. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, my bad, my bad. I apologize, Chief. I'll go out and come back in.
Oh, it's all good. Cool, cool.
Hmm.
So this whole time, yeah, it's been my fault.
Yeah, I've been trying to get your attention. It's all
What?
good. I've been
Let's
trying to
talk
get his
about that.
attention, but he been going in. So I was just letting him go.
It happens like that sometimes.
Yeah, when we talk about the daughters of the Confederation, the children of the Confederation and stuff, they literally rewrote history, wrote us out of history, wrote themselves into power, and then the northern schools and the rest of the schools around the country just took on this curriculum. We got to keep going back to these certain
Okay.
words. What the fuck is a curriculum? What is you talking about? We have to break these words down. We got to understand that they have an agenda to put them that keeps them in power, and they use books, they use systems, words to do it. What you say, brother?
I said they using every trick in the book to try to stay in power. And what benefits them a lot is when we all fall for the term African American, because that automatically puts you at
Facts.
a lower status with them. Because all right, how can two immigrants fight each other over power? Like, come on, that ain't gonna work. You don't got it's not equal playing field like that. But since they put in these statuses and all this other stuff, that automatically means they got a higher one than you. But the highest status you can always have is just being indigenous. Everybody cannot be indigenous, or everybody can't be an aboriginal as well. And since they don't have really any indigenous anything, so they gonna fight for it. But this ain't even all about them either. But y'all can go back and build. Yo, anybody there?
You everybody hear me? Testing, testing. Mic check, mic check.
Yo, my check.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, it's going crazy on my end. I just want to make sure. Everybody could hear
So
me.
I keep, yeah. Did it go like dead for a minute? Cause I ain't hear nothing.
Yeah. It went dead for a minute.
Was I just rambling for no reason, or y'all heard some of that?
No, I could hear it on my end, and then when I went out and then I came back in, I was building, and I didn't know if Chief was talking on his end. So yeah, like I said,
Oh,
I don't know.
it's always some.
I mean, it's YouTube. It happens, but you know, um, yeah, Chief. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll be back. You know, I'll build more, and definitely I'll go over a lot of the books that I have. You know, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got books for days. I'll go over a lot of the books and I'll give the sources because I know people want sources and they build off of the sources and they need the sources, and I don't mind giving it. And the funny thing is they don't realize that Chief got sources. He don't like when he tell you that he is the source, like he has sources. Like stop with the BS. Like Chief got sources. Don't test a person that is giving you the number two pencil. Like leave it alone. Like real talk. And that's with anybody, you know. Um there's a lot of people out here that got sources and they give the sources, and it's just up to the user, the end user, to do their due diligence to show themselves approved with the information. You go out and you research and you make sure that this information is exactly what it's supposed to be. That's what it boils down to. And even the linguistics, because you got to study linguistics. You can't just sit and think that, oh, I know my grandmother and grandfather didn't speak English. If you know they didn't speak English and you know English wasn't their first language in America, doesn't it behoove you to learn different languages? Know yourself approved, because the day is going to come when you travel and you do research and you start looking into different archives. You got to know these languages. You can't have someone come and teach you these said languages. We got to do that. We have to build together. We got to know there's always going to be a spook at the door. There's always going to be a person that's COINTELPRO. There's always going to be all of these people that take away and make us not who we need to be. But we need to be more than that. We got to be ready, prepared, and show ourselves approved. That's who we are. That's what you being taught. That's what people are teaching today, right now. And I rest my case. I rest my case.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I feel you on that too.
Yeah, Yos. Um, I mean, I couldn't even imagine at this point right now being a Pan African.
That stuff dead, man. I
Like
couldn't
in
imagine that
real
either.
time, you would not be conscious if that's what you was. Excuse me. If that's what you was be on, you would definitely be taking a nap. You know what I'm saying? You'd be you'd be taking a nap, like for sure. You would not be woke, and it's overwhelming evidence. And it's always crazy, right? When you get with these guys and they say shit like, "Well, my grandmother said this," or "My grandmother said this." But once again, when you go to the indoctrination process, they have a narrative that they're pushing. Well, the only reason why your grandmother is saying she's Cherokee, right, is because she has been um, uh, brought into the mestizos tribes. They go with this whole narrative that 13,000 years ago, some mixed people walked across the Bering Strait. But we know in 13,000 years ago, people in Siberia, people in China, people on the planet were carbonated, were black people, were brown people, were dark people. So when they say these certain things or whatever, you got to wonder why they still pushing Beringer, why they still pushing out of Africa hypotheses and all this Darwinistic racist. Everybody knows this now. Everybody knows that Galton and all these other people created this situation. I think it's really crazy, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like I said, I definitely appreciate you, Yost. Um, but we're talking about creating sources, right? I need to, Yost, can you please explain to these people? A book is a reference to sources. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Right? So if somebody comes out and they pull out a book and they say this is a source, he might have a Bible in his back pocket or something that's trying to tell you this is a source of something too. This is a book. Comes from a person's brain. Usually the author has an editor with a bird on the end of his name or Ein or some shit. Y'all get it? Y'all understand what's happening right now? I don't understand. God damn
Right.
it. And
Nah, you
they be
right.
like,
I had to run back to my phone. My bad.
but you understand what I'm saying though? And that's
Yeah, yeah. I'm in
every
the bathroom
book.
like, oh, man, he just asked me a question. Yeah, yeah. Every book, yeah, it has a source. So you're dealing with a source that breaks down information that leads you back to another source that deals with a primary source, whether it's in origin or it's with
Right.
a person that is treating it as I'm recording information. And what I mean by recording information, like even when you're dealing with religion, even religion, that word itself, you had these people coming and they were taking notes. Like they were literally observing all of the people and they were writing it in a religious aftertone. And they don't tell people that shit. So you had these Franciscans, you had these Spaniards, they were observing, our ancestors, and they were literally writing information in a aftertone that would look as if it was religious. So this is a lot of stuff that we got to research too. And this is Southeast Woodland regions, whether it's on this side of the Mississippi or the other side of the Mississippi. That's what they were doing. They were observing what our ancestors were doing, and they was writing down what they were doing. I kid you not.
Right. Of course. I
I
mean,
kid you
we was
not.
telling them,
And
we
yep.
was bringing them in. Yeah. Hey,
Hmm.
here's all the secrets, initiating them, and all this other type of shit. Absolutely. 'Cause once again, we are kind, loving people, and we extended the great law of peace to other nations and other people. We carved out land for people. Well, a lot of them land, and they turn around and start allotting us land. This is real. Come on, y'all. Stop playing.
Yep. No, everything that you're saying is true and exact. And a lot of people don't want to pay attention to it because you're trying to tie it to a title. Don't put a title on something. Look at who we were and who we
Right.
are. Because it's easy to title us as a title to a car like, oh, this is a Lincoln. What type of Lincoln is it? Oh, this is a Mark Z. That's basically what people have been doing to themselves is is titling themselves as, oh, we were this, we were that, we were this, we were that, we were this, we were that. We understand that we had these titles. We know we had these titles, but what does it mean today? And how can we better build around who we were at that time? Because what they're doing is taking these socio-political constructs and bringing them back into a time that they didn't exist. So when you're looking at the 1700s and you're hearing people say, oh, the African Americans in the 1600s, it's like, wait, what? That title
This-
didn't exist at that time. You have
Right.
to pay attention to what they're doing. They're trying to basically what they're
it's
doing
history.
is what they're doing is taking a paradigm and putting it into an existence that doesn't go with who we are. I'm, I, I may have messed that up, so I'll say it again. African American is not 1600s. I'll say it like that. So if you're looking at the 1600s and they're talking about African American, you know that doesn't go with that time period. I'll just say it like that.
Facts.
Stop trying to manipulate and usurp and mess up. Like that, like the whole, and we know what the hell going on. They don't want to say what's going on, but we know what's going on. And the reason why we know what's going on is because the same people that know what's going on, they're going to always say this right here: Native American. We
Hmm.
know Native American. We, we know that's not who we are.
So yeah,
Why
that's
are
and
you
also that's
saying
still a
Native
new
American?
term.
It's a socio-political construct. Yeah, they say black, but every time it comes to explaining who we are, certain individuals know that we know who we are, so they use Native American to just build and help people understand that this isn't who we are because you're dealing with copper colored American people. But when you hear that term or that phrase and they keep using it the way that they use it, that's when you're dealing with agency, because a lot of people
Hmm.
don't want to tell the truth. The majority of people that use terms and phrases the way that they use are the actual agents. But they try to make it seem like you're the agent, but they're the actual agent. Because
I mean,
anytime that you're on somebody's channel, and it doesn't even matter if you're silent, you're building. I mean, we're always building, and we're always building, we're always building. If you're not trying to build and bring forth information to help another person build, they're gonna try to call you an agent. Why is that? That's like new terminology in woke language. Oh, he's an agent.
well, yo, I mean, you hit on a lot of points, man. I mean, bro, like, bro, like when we talk about once again going back to source, right? And I tell these clowns this all the time. I told them to burn their books a long time ago. I was a hashtag. Y'all was probably in Sunday school or something. But they used to be mad at me. They used to be like, "Chief, you haven't wrote a book." I'd be like, I tell the fools, y'all might as well, whatever, all the books y'all read, whatever y'all got going on, and y'all just goddamn dumb, y'all need to burn y'all books. You know what I'm talking about? They was mad about it because they put so much stock in these European ass books. I'm gonna say this again so everybody can understand. You pull out a book, I'm gonna pull out a skeleton of our ancestors, right? You pull out an article, I'm gonna pull out a monolith. I'm gonna pull out
F-
pyramids. I'm
You
gonna
you
pull out
you're
shit
you're
that should
pulling out
temples.
physical. You're pulling out
I
physical evidence.
that's all I can do, bro. I can't do nothing else. Like when we
Physical
talk about
evidence.
what's a source, I, because I understand that a book is a reference and these can be manipulated or lied about, or all these type of things that I can pull out a book right now that we all could revere, but I could show you right in it. It has an agenda in it, and the author would tell you
Hmm.
that the editors would edit it like that to keep it a certain agenda that they don't have a say so because it's not their publishing house. Okay, it's not their printing press.
Yep.
So
And
these
that
people
and
have a
that's why I
vested interest
say
in printing this
my
shit.
key is always the language. It's always the language, the linguistics, because
Mhm.
it's always going back to the oral story because um, as much as they try to take away from the oral story is what painted the picture to the linguistics and everything we have today. Because they had to go and talk to these people, these said peoples. I kid
Mhm.
you not,
Mm-hmm.
it's always
Mhm.
been what mama said, and mama gonna tell you. And if mama
Mhm.
says that your dad or your grandma was a goddamn Indian, she ain't lying about that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, yo, you know
She
what's
ain't
so
lying
crazy,
about that
right? When I
shit.
hear clowns say shit like, "Well, my grandma said that," right? Or my mama told me that her mama was a full-blooded Cherokee. I be looking around like, so are you half
Yep.
now? Are you a quarter Cherokee? What is this? You are of what your mother is, right?
Because that's
And
the
it's always
bloodline right
interesting to
there.
me. Yeah, it's always interesting to me too, right? When we talk about
Oh,
genealogy, I think it was
oh,
Calvin. Was that you that
this
said that?
interesting too.
Huh?
Go,
You know what's
go
funny? You know what's funny? I'm gonna break it down a little further to you, Chief.
Hmm.
Um, my mom, like I'll be on the phone, like when I was growing up, my mom would be like, "That's your cousin," and I'll be like, "Wait, what? They're not at the family reunion? Like, how's that my cousin?" And
Who she
my
said was your
mom,
cousin though?
that's what I'm saying. Like I'll be on the phone with somebody, and my mom would say things like that, and she would always say that's your cousin. Like she would always ask who you on the phone with, and that's what made
Oh, are
me
you trying to
move. Yeah, like the whole kissing
you being fresh
cousins.
back in the
Yeah,
days?
yeah, the whole yeah,
Oh
like the
man,
whole. No, no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't a part of that. No, no, trust me, I wasn't part of that.
I love
But what I'm
that.
saying, growing up, is the whole kissing cousins thing that made me understand how big and like ginormous our family was, that I moved. And then by the time I got to Virginia, that's when I realized I had family up here. I kid you not. Like,
Man,
people don't realize how massive our family actually is.
well, you just
They
reminded
don't
me of what I was gonna say, right,
realize,
Yos?
man, our
You know how like
family is
people do
big, bro.
genealogy, Yos? Can you hear me, bro?
Hmm.
Yos.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
you
I
know
hear
how
you.
people do genealogy, right? And then people will say, "Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
went back and I found one grandmother or something that's so far back," right?
Hmm.
Well, as we know, your grandparents or your ancestors doubled every generation. So by the time you got
Yep.
back to some niggas is back in the 1800s, 1600s, 1700s, or whatever, with records or whatever they found, well, you would have multiple grandmothers, multiple grandfathers that is impossible to get
Thank you.
information
Yep.
from.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It so many people it took to make you, and so of course our bloodlines possibly, what I'm saying, would intertwine. Have to. It's just a nature of how we got here, how we are as a people. Like you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
once again, we
Exactly.
built more in America than anywhere else on the planet because we had the food and the medicine to do it, and we had the scientific knowledge how to do it. They've been telling us that all this shit happened in Kemet because the Arabs created it. They Sanskrit and all this other shit that they try to push on us. All that shit is thousands of years younger than our shit. They're lying. They created that to force it back on us like they created it. You know what I'm saying? Like they created math, science, building. You gonna create it, but you didn't build shit where you created it at. Does that make sense? You leave where you created it at to go. Well, I guess you have to go where the food is at, right? 'Cause you can't build nothing if you don't have no food to eat. You're not building
Exactly.
shit. You're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have no food, you're gonna die.
You got to show me what you can build. Right. Yep.
Right. And so we had agriculture, industrialized um, agriculture, irrigated agriculture that fed millions of people in time periods. You know, they didn't have nothing but dookie mounds over there. So they lying. There's liars. I don't know why they keep lying. They be like, oh, this was over here in America, and it was the size of they'll tell you some more modern shit. It's the size of London. Well, what was London looking like in this time period? Dummies. Like you understand what I'm saying, Yos? It's always fork tongue double speech. You gotta read this book, 1984. I'm telling y'all, it breaks your shit
Hmm.
down. How these people talk, you'll hear, you be like, whoa,
Hmm.
did this motherfucker just say that shit like in a public and people listen to it and be like, yo, yay, what?
And that's
19. You said
that's
1984.
and that's
1984, brother,
1984.
by George Orwell.
And
George.
Has to
that's the
be in
other thing
collection.
that I was getting ready to break down to you that nobody ever talked about. Um,
Mhm.
remember when you would watch the Looney Tunes? How did Sylvester the cat talk? Think
Like he had a
about
little lisp. Like he had a little lisp.
yeah. Now,
Fucking
mind
the fucking
you,
sash.
he had a lisp. Suffer.
Mhm.
I'm not
Right.
just doing that just to do it, but what I'm getting you to understand is when you look at the way that people talk in the 1600s in Hollywood movies, they don't, but they'll do it in a cartoon like Looney Tunes with Sylvester the cat. Suffering tough fast. Imagine people going to court and that's how they're talking because the S's were F's, the F's were S's, and all of this other bullshit that they don't want you to know when it comes to linguistics. That's how they were talking. Why is it that they don't want you to know that this is how people were talking? Why is it that they record our ancestors talking about, oh, when Oz is young, Weezes were doing such and such. Like, come on, yo. We know the drill.
Mhm.
We understand the language because when you start looking into the language and the linguistics, why is it that when you look at these Hollywood movies, nobody is suffering stuff faster, so faster, why they not talking like that when it comes to movies back in the day? Why are they not speaking with lists? Why are they not S's, T's, and all of these other W's? Why are they not doing that? They're, they're like, they're literally lying to us. They're not telling the truth. We know how the language came about. That's why I was always pushing, like root words to, um, work on that, do that, let people know, build, like the library that you getting ready to do. Don't worry about all of this other bullshit. Work on that. Do that
Who doing the library?
because that fat. No, the library that root words was getting ready to work on, and no, what I'm getting at, not to, you know, put it on on that. I'm just sticking to everything that we're talking about right now, like the the pra, cra, shra. When you look at the wording, the way that people were talking, Sylvester the cat, the suffering like that right there. That's how they was talking. Imagine being in court and that's how a person was talking. But they're not telling you the truth on how people were talking. They're making you think that the way that we're talking today is how they were talking then. And it's sad. We were not talking that way back then, the way that we talk today. This is a language that was built over time. This language built over time.
Mhm.
If you go
Gradually
back into the
Yep.
deterioration.
1600s and you're looking at those articles and everything that we read, it'll have a S here, it'll have a F there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they were talking. But they don't want you to know
Slavery.
that. It's like I
Instead of
said, they're
slavery, it was
playing tricks on
slavery.
your mind. It's a paradigm.
Facts.
Yeah, it's a paradigm shift. It's a
Slavery,
paradigm. It's
family,
that theft.
slavery.
That's why I said whenever you're looking at, yep, and you're looking at the paradigm shift of the Looney
I
Tunes.
ain't got no source for that
That's why
though.
I brought up Sylvester the cat. That suffering suffertad, fast. They're spitting on everybody. Everybody had a germ. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
had COVID. Suffering slap my face. Uh, you slap your face? No, I rest my case. A face. That's how they was
Mm-hmm.
talking. But
Mm-hmm.
yet, this is, I kid you not, they ain't gonna tell you this. That's how they were talking, yo. Especially in the South, that's how they were talking. And people don't get it until you tell them the truth. They don't understand that. What does English sound like? Why doesn't you see this in movies? You're not going to see it in movies because they want you to think that in the 1600s, yea, though I walk through the valley in the shadow. No, ain't nobody talking like that.
Facts.
We know the drill. We know the drill. How did people actually talk? They're not going to tell you the truth. If in the South, you're hearing your ancestors on record in the 1900s saying I's and B's and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, you know, goddamn motherfucking well, they wasn't, what for did you do that? It was not talking like, come on, yo. We're not stupid. All I'm saying is we're not stupid and we know the truth. That's how they were talking. In court. How could someone understand that? I have no idea, but they did. But they're trying to get you to think that in the 1800s, our families were speaking. No, we know exactly those schools. Those schools were teaching our ancestors how to speak this new language that they created. That's what it was. I kid you not. This is the language. This is how it's supposed to be spoke. And you can tell the dialect because every area had dialects. I kid you not. You go to Baltimore, their dialect was D, U, T. You go to the north, it's son. You go down south, it's what up, dog. It's just a whole dialect. It all dealt with a dialect. They don't want to let people know that that's what you're dealing with. You're trying to create a universal language that everyone could speak, but at the same time, you had to deal with the dialect of the regions where people were from. Stop lying to people. That's what they're not telling you.
Hmm.
And it's sad. And then when you take that and then you look at who we were as a people, all of the different people that made up who we were. It didn't matter if my grandfather was Iroquois. I'm not going to be able to speak his language the way that he spoke it here because I'm dealing with a southeast woodland region dialect. Like people are not taking that into consideration. But that's the one thing that I always looked at. It's all language, linguistics. Research that. That's what we got to do. Study the language, man. That's what I always push on everybody. Look at the linguistics and then go from there. 100.
Mm.
I'm telling you, nonetheless, that's big bro right there. I'm always trying to build with him, Libra,
Right.
Supreme, like everybody. Like I know everybody got their differences, but the one thing I always try to push is the linguistics.
Hmm.
That's the
True.
one thing I try to push. Yeah. And I didn't think that this would be going this long. It's like 3 on the East Coast, but I'm still up. So hey, what you trying to get into, Chief? Because
What you trying to
before,
do? You wrapping this up
you
or what?
know,
Or what we finna do?
Yeah.
now what
Yeah.
I'm getting at is, if you're trying to wrap it up, we can wrap it up. But I didn't even realize it
I,
because before I was just talking, and then I was getting into like American education book.
you was doing
That
like
book, I would like to
solo.
break that one down. That's a dope book. Um,
Yeah.
it was something that you were talking about. We were getting back to identity and when the real Americans are going to stand up, right? Um, most of the concept is if these people, I don't know if you guys were listening earlier when I was talking about, they identified themselves as German Americans, French American, English American, so on and
All
so
the
forth, right?
prefixes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, the way
Yeah.
they put
Yeah.
African American on us, they were classified as what were the country of origin where they came from. And you can go back and
Right.
look at
Yeah.
documentation of that. They were proud Europeans, but they consolidated their power, or they just consolidated their names together to get power. And we're not going to talk about this, that, and the third things that keep us separated. They're going to talk about the things that bring them together and get them more power from us on our land. That's what has happened.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Simple as that. Support the real,
Yeah.
y'all. We are
Uh.
we are 2am.com,
Yeah.
man. AmericanAboriginalShoes.com, man. OriginalTribalWear.com. Go check everybody out, man. Shout out to Miss Mohawk. Uh, yeah, we are in the building, man. Y'all know what it is. Hey, y'all got some last words to say to the people before we get up out of here,
Already.
brothers?
Ah,
Well,
you can go.
Now I'll just say, uh, when it comes to information, um, we all are on the right path. We just gotta look at the linguistics and go that route. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because once we come together as a collective, even if like Chief or like Libra or like anybody, just speaking in general, um, want to do a live and be like, hey, we're getting ready to learn this language. That's when it's going to scare a lot of people, is when you start to understand linguistics on that scale or that level, because the language is going to help us become even better, because everybody else know us to the point where they can talk to us and be us, but they don't want to deal with what we have to deal with collectively. And we see that daily. But the more that we learn the language. That's the only thing I'll push, is learn different languages. Find a language, figure out what language that you want to know, and go from there. That's what we on, is learning the language. There's
True.
too much going on today that we should not know another language. Like, I can speak Spanish. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I can speak Spanish. And I didn't even realize I knew Spanish, because when I researched my family, my grandfather, yeah, he's a Rios. And when I learned Spanish in high school, my teacher, she was Colombian. And she would always ask me, she was like, somebody in your family must have been a Spanish person, because you know what I'm saying, because you shake your head when I say a word. Like, I can go into that, but I ain't even going to go into that. But all I'm saying is, learn language, linguistics, know the Latin, the everything, root words, what he was doing. I'm not trying to, big, big up root words, but what he's doing, if root words can get that together, it'll be a beautiful thing. But just know, learn linguistics, man. Learn different languages. My niece is German. I kid you not. She's half German. She knows Germanic. That is Dunam. Like,
Hmm.
stuff like that. Trust me. Learn different languages. Her mom is
It definitely
German.
opened your world up.
And hmm that's what we got to do, man. Like, people are so used to rap and that lingo, like, what up, son, and all these different things. Like, nah, learn language. They're learning us, but we're not learning who we are. And who we are is through the language. Know the language. That's all I say. Know the language.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. It's all right. Calvin, man, you got any last words to say? Say get about it, brother.
Not much. I was just about to just say, thank y'all for bringing me on here, and I like because y'all, it was y'all, AP, A1, Dame, everybody, and a lot more other content creators that got me into this. I just like to pay homage to the people that paved the way somewhat. Well, it was all the road was always paved, but they just made it a little easier to find. So to pay homage to that.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's about it. Cause it's like 2:30 right now.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. Well, look, brothers. It's been a good one, yeah. Hey man, y'all already know what it is, man. Support the real, man. You go check out everything, man. Original Tribal Wear. Shout out to Miss Mohawk. Shout out to Libra Sun, AmericanAboriginalShoes.com. And we got 2am. We are 2am.com, man. Support the real, y'all. Like I said, man, when you support us, man, you supporting the upliftment of our people and our nations. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody, man.
Big facts. It's bigger than us.
Everybody, yeah, man, we better get up out of here. Those selfish bastards. So yeah, man, think about the future, man. But we, keep continually pushing the agenda for these people. You know what I'm saying? So peace and love to everybody, man. We out of here. Hold on, yeah.